December, but he is taking on a crafty veteran and Guadalupe Acosta. Acosta trying to get back on the winning track, but has a difficult task in front of him today in the form of René Girón.
That's right. This one promises to have fireworks. Both these guys are coming in there looking for knockouts.
Definitely excited to see what's going to happen there today. Hopefully Acosta can keep Girón at arm's length. Otherwise, Girón's short left hook might make short work of Acosta in their match today. Well, folks, it is high noon in Tijuana, and these gunslingers are ready to let it fly. So without further ado, let's join our ring announcer extraordinaire, Pablo Flores, as he makes our official introduction to this next installment of Best in Boxing. Got it, got it. All right, baby. You ready? Oh, ouchie. ¿Ya no van a salir? ¿Ya no van a salir? Sí, Manuel. He hecho uso la 3. Deja ver si la...
Pregunta, ¿cuándo son los momentos más indicados para pararse el baño? Okay. Brandon. ¿Media hora antes de que empiece o...? Va. ¿Para una emergencia? Pues ya le hice esa presentación. Sí, cubre. Okay. Va. Cubre y los niños están asustados. Sí, ya los ubiqué. Perfecto. Y además que te cubra... Okay. Pacheco, pregunta, ¿cómo se llama el juez de enfrente?
Saúl Ríos.
¿El juez de enfrente cómo se llama?
Paco.
Miguel Hernández, ok.
So he wants me to wear it on the other ear.
Okay.
So just like this. On the right side.
Digo que la cámara te pega enfrente.
Oh, got it.
¿Es tu perfil?
Oh, let me take these off.
La voy a voltear.
Well,
Para que se te vea la cara bien.
Simón.
Entonces ya que así y ya no te pega en el perfil, ya no te queda enfrente.
Simón.
get ready, boy.
¿Cómo está? Mucho gusto. Como siempre aquí.
Perfect, thank you.
About sheeps?
Yeah.
Nice.
Turn out that, so you guys got to share. I apologize for that.
It's cool. It's the same one you sent me, right? It's the same one you emailed? Okay.
Okay. We go in 2 minutes, so please get in position.
Yes, sir.
Pablo,
All right, let's go, baby.
Let's do this.
Thank you. Check. Cool.
Check.
Yep, hear you good?
I hear you too. It's all good. We're
We
ready.
good, baby.
We're ready.
Debut to former champions trying to reclimb that hill and reclaim their crown. And in our main event, a 10-round bout between Stockton's Giovanni Gonzalez and Mexicali's Jose Luis Rojas, with the winner becoming the new WBF International Lightweight champion. Joining me in the booth today is our expert analyst. Joining us in the booth today is Dylan Miranda.
You guys did. We're going to start the show. We will bring your headsets up, okay? Stand by. Stand by, show open. In 3, 2, 1, go show.
Folks, we hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Apologies if you didn't get to travel and spend it with the friends and family that you're used to. But today, if your goal is to feast on some high-level professional boxing, well, you are in luck, because once again, Best in Boxing is here to bring it live to you on Fight Hub TV. Welcome, folks. Once again, the Global Sports streaming team is returned to the Mexican Mecca of boxing right here in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. Today, Borizteca Boxing Promotion has assembled a mixed bag of fights for you, ranging from fighters making their professional debuts to former world champions trying to reclimb that hill and reclaim their crowns. And in our 10-round main event, we see Stockton's Giovanni Gonzalez coming in to take on Mexicali's Jose Rojas. In the booth with me today is our expert analyst, Dylan Miranda. He is a native son of Mexico, now trains and fights out of San Diego, California. Dylan, it is awesome to be sharing the booth with you today on what is shaping up to be an absolutely beautiful day for boxing.
Likewise, Brandon. Happy to be here.
Definitely. Let's start with that main event where we see the return of a familiar face to the Best in Boxing ring when King Gio, Giovanni Gonzalez, steps in to take on crafty veteran Jose Luis Rojas in a 10-round main event, with the winner becoming the new WBF International lightweight title holder. What does each fighter, Dylan, need to do in order to ensure that they'll be the one leaving with that title belt around their waist today?
I suspect that Gio needs to maintain the distance on Jose Luis Rojas. I think he's going to be coming in there looking for a knockout, and Gio needs to keep him at distance and control the ring. He's real good at using the ring. He just needs to go in there and do what he does.
Yeah, we are excited to see what happens in that riveting 10-round main event. And in our co-main event, we see slugger El Bravo René Girón. He's coming off a devastating knockout of formerly undefeated prospect Carlos Balderas in his last fight in December. Today, taking on a longtime pro in Guadalupe Acosta. Acosta trying to get back on the winning track, but has a tough task in front of him in the form of René Girón. What do you think is going to happen in that co-main event today, Dylan?
This co-main event is going to be fireworks. Now, both these guys are going to be coming in there throwing shots, throwing, everything at each other. I predict a knockout. To be honest, I predict a knockout from either side.
Definitely. Hopefully, Acosta can keep Girón at distance. Otherwise, El Bravo's short left hooks might make short work of Guadalupe in that fight today. Well, without further ado, it is high noon in Tijuana, and these gunslingers are ready to get in there and fire away. So let's take it to our ring announcer extraordinaire, Pablo Flores, as he introduces this next installment of Best in Boxing.
Good job.
Damas y caballeros, esta es la tercera llamada. ¡Comenzamos! Y a nombre de la empresa internacional Borizteca Boxing Promotions, les damos la más cordial bienvenida. Ahora, en esta ocasión, la casa oficial de Borizteca Boxing. Desde el nuevo toreo de Tijuana, Don Carlos Bowser. Desde la frontera más visitada del mundo, Tijuana, Baja California, México. Este evento es sancionado por la Honorable Comisión de Box, Lucha Libre y Artes Marciales Mixtas de esta ciudad de Tijuana. Presidente Carlos Labastida. Comisionado de Boxeo, Jesús González. El jefe de servicios médicos, el doctor Benjamín Sandoval. Al frente del tiempo, César Fernández. concertador de eventos Raúl Montes, sus 3 jueces, Francisco Pacheco, Miguel Hernández y Carlos de la Rocha, y su referee para este combate, de la Isla del Encanto, San Sebastián, Puerto Rico, Ángel Méndez. Ahora presentando de Tijuana, Baja California, Ulises Rosales.
Making his way first to the ring for this initial fight of our next installment of Best in Boxing, Ulises Rosales, fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico, has a record of 0-2, coming in here to try to get that first W on his professional career. He's in the black shorts, the black gloves.
Yeah, that 0-2 record may throw people off, but inside that ring, everybody has a puncher's chance.
Definitely, you never know. That's why they always have to square off to see what's going to happen here as the referee checks the gloves and mouthpiece. Looks like Ulises Rosales is ready to go. Look how eager Victor Torres is to get in there, Dylan. He didn't even wait for Pablo to announce him. As soon as Rosales got in the ring, he jogged in there and hopped in. Looks like he is roaring and ready to go here. Torres is 5-8-1.
All right, boxing fans, let's get ready for 4 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Damas y caballeros, este combate, 4 rounds en la división de peso ligero. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears black solid trunks. He officially weighs in 130 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, con pantaloncillo color negro, con un peso de 130 libras. He stands with 2 professional bouts. Cuenta con 2 combates profesionales. Representando a Tijuana, Baja California, México, Ulises Rosales. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears black trunks with gold trim. He officially weighs in 126 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, con pantaloncillo color negro con oro, con un peso de 126 libras. He stands with 14 professional bouts, 14 combates profesionales, hailing out of Modesto, California, USA. Here is El Torito, Victor Torres. And now, to give out the final instructions con las indicaciones finales, su referee Ángel Méndez. 4 rounds, 4 asaltos.
Gentlemen, to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Good luck, touch him up.
All right, Dylan, we are ready to get this Best in Boxing party started. Victor Torres is representing Modesto, California, 5-8-1. Taking on Ulises Rosales here in this very first round. They touch gloves, and here we go. Both men kind of squatting, touching, and feeling out this first round here.
Yeah, I expect Victor Torres to take control of this fight early on with those 14 fights of experience.
Yeah, you can't take anything away from experience. Even a slight losing record here, having that much ring time versus someone with only 2 fights has got to be a big advantage, Dylan.
Oh, definitely. Whether it's a win or a lose, the feeling of being inside of the ring and having the people seeing you, it's reduced the more you go in.
Definitely, and it looks like he is feeling confident in there. He's sticking that jab against the shorter Rosales here. Rosales got a little bit of extra weight around his belly. I wonder if Torres is going to look to maybe kind of tax that body early on, try to take away the legs here of Rosales in this first round.
He's doing a good job at maintaining that distance. He's throwing strong shots, but not too close to where he's smothering them.
Yeah, keeping his hands up high, too. Looks like he's got good defense even when he's throwing offense. It does Torres. Oh, nice left hand from the southpaw Rosales. Now, you ever get in there? I don't. They scheduled this fight fairly shortly before today, and so I don't know if he had much time to study his opponent. When you get in there and all of a sudden you realize you're fighting a southpaw, does it kind of change the way you go about things, Dylan?
It does change something. It does change something because if you can see the feet, his left foot, Torres' left foot is touching Rosales' right foot. Now, they have to fight for that foot position because whoever has a foot on the outside is going to have the power shots.
So it's all about that dance of the feet and keeping it on the outside.
The dance
here.
of the feet.
And it looks like so far Torres in this round is doing a good job of keeping the power shots of Rosales away, but Rosales is pushing Torres up to the ropes. Ooh, landed some good shots, and nice and close up in there, though.
Yeah, Torres can't stay in that corner.
Yeah, as the longer fighter, you expect him to try to get back into the center of the ring. But I'll tell you what, Rosales is doing a good job of pressuring him and putting him up there here with about 30 seconds left in this very opening round here.
Non-stop action from both these guys.
Really, yeah. This 4-rounder, you know, they only have 4 rounds to get work done, and you can tell Torres is trying to take advantage of every minute he has in that ring here today. Little grab of the glove here.
Good body work by Torres.
Yeah, he's doing a real good job so far. You know, Rosales had a little bit of success there, but it was very short-lived, and now looks like Torres is back on the outside, putting the work in there. You can hear these shots. Slight breeze blowing in this beautiful venue we have here today. And that is going to conclude that very first round. What did you think about that first round there, Dylan?
The first round, I have to give it to Torres. He was putting on the pressure. I think Torres could put Rosales away. He's hitting him with the body, but he's forgetting to bring it up with the uppercut. And Rosales is keeping his guard wide open through the middle.
So you think that maybe ripping some body shots and then coming up the middle with that uppercut might be a formula for success in this next round for Torres?
That's right. I'll tell you what, Brandon. After the round, Rosales, he took a deep breath and said, from those body shots.
Yeah.
They start to add up.
I do see Rosales is breathing quite heavily here after that first round. It is a nice, beautiful 75-degree here in Tijuana, Mexico. These guys are fighting outside. Have you ever fought outside? I feel like it would give a real gladiatorial feel when you're out there in the middle of the daytime, right?
I have, and it was nice. It felt good. It's like you're playing football.
We are live here at Best in Boxing. I'm Brandon Kyle alongside Dylan Miranda. It was the very first fight of our card here today, brought to you by Borizteca Boxing. And Torres is putting out more of the same, it would appear, with Rosales backing up, trying to ride the ropes and avoid those longer shots. Another nice body, tripling up the hook to the body is Torres. Really doing good work here so far today.
He's doing great work to the body. I would like to see him keep a little bit of distance because he is longer, so getting too close is going to smother your punches. It takes away the power.
Yeah, well, he's much longer, and but doesn't seem like he minds getting in and fighting on the inside. It feels like Torres assumes he has the advantage really anywhere they take this fight right now. But there you go. Rosales puts him to the ropes here and is doing some good work, got his head down. He's trying to bully Torres around a little bit, but Torres is fighting pretty good off the ropes here.
Yeah, Rosales right now is on defense. He needs to throw some power shots. He needs to make Torres respect his power.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much respect by way of Torres right now. So he's just kind of doing whatever he wants. He spun himself off the ropes, and he's back to doing that body work. A nice
that was
body
a good
shot.
body
yes,
shot.
It was. And you could see Rosales kind of dip down afterwards and grimace almost as if like, yeah, that one started to have its effect. It was right on the liver there.
Oh, yeah, he felt it.
Oh, but, there you go. And you see a little bit of that uppercut action you wanted earlier on from Torres here as he allows. It almost seems like he's allowing Rosales to push him to the ropes just so he can fight off of him here and push him back again. You start to see the eyes lose a little bit of that fury as far as Rosales is concerned. Starts to look a little bit more concerned than he does look aggressive here as he's taking and eating multiple shots here from Torres in the corner.
Rosales is taking damage, Brandon, but he doesn't seem too worried about it. It doesn't seem like the punches are really putting that much of pain. So what he needs to do is he needs to multiply the amount of punches to get the referee involved. It doesn't look like Rosales has any quit in him. But that was a nice right.
Oh, and another
And
one.
another nice
Oh,
right.
and another one. And another one. Oh, and 4 in a row. It looked like he was heat-seeking right there. And barely missed. Oh! And right when I say he hits another body shot and puts Rosales down on one knee. Referee giving him that 8 count. I'm not sure by the face of Rosales. It almost seemed like he stood up, but he didn't want to. Oh, he's backing up to the ropes. God, he's using the ropes. And that is going to be the end to this very first fight. Victor Torres, victorious.
Great job by Torres. And it was those body shots that he started right from round 1.
And again, we assume, it was a short notice fight. Maybe Rosales, judging by that little extra weight around his belt line, might not have been in his absolute tip-top shape for this one. And you could see Torres took advantage of that body, and it didn't take very long to culminate and put Rosales down. We are already pumped up here in the broadcast booth because this very first fight of this next installment of Best in Boxing has been a banger, with Victor Torres gaining that TKO victory over Ulysses Rosales. Very good fight from Torres here, Dylan.
Oh, yeah. Torres looked great. He controlled the whole fight.
Yeah, for a short notice fight, he looked like he was ready to go. Very, very nice.
And for Victor Torres, not a lot of people invest in the body from round 1. And as soon as he went in there, that's what he did. That's the game plan that he had, and it worked out for him.
Yes, it certainly did. It looks like we are ready to take it to Pablo Flores for our official announcement of the victor.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Angel Mendez gives the count of 10, officially at 2 minutes and 46 seconds in the very first round. Damas y caballeros, el referee aplica el conteo de 10 a los 2 minutos 46 segundos en el primer asalto. Declaring your winner by the way of KO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout. Modesto, California represents El Torito, Victor Torres.
El Torito with the victory here today and that opening bout of Best in Boxing.
We are in his home, El Nuevo Toreo de Tijuana.
Torres from Modesto, and then Ulysses Rosales here. Couldn't bring it home in front of his home crowd, but valiant effort here, and many props to both of these fighters on a nice opening bout here to get us started in this beautiful day of boxing in the Nuevo Toreo Arena. I want to give a big shout out to State Sharp Barber Shop up there in Stockton, California. Big props to them for giving us a nice sponsorship for our event here today. Also, Tequila Pacheco. Tequila Pacheco, wonderful tequila here. Check them out on IG, Tequila Pacheco 1998. Also, KR27 Group, LLC. KR27 Group LLC sponsoring our fights here today. Also, International Flavors. Guys, if you want that Muy Rico flavor here, you got to check out International Flavors up there in the Bay Area, California. Also, DJ Tri-Tip. DJ's Tri-Tip, the best Tri-Tip in the Stockton area, guys. Check them out on IG. DJs_try_tip. Also, Tacos Don Hugo. Gotta get that taco fix. That's the spot to go. Don't forget about Combat Sports Collective, representing different fighters in different arenas of combat sports. And, of course, the Pizza Factory. Guys, if you want to get that top quality pizza action going, you got to hit the Pizza Factory. You already know. Check them out, guys. Pizza Factory, Best in Boxing at this Nuevo Toreo del Tijuana. This is a beautiful bullfighting arena here. Still fights going on, no bulls. It's human versus human only here today, Dylan. But you could tell this is a classic venue here in the city of Tijuana. And we are happy to be here outside in this beautiful day here in Tijuana. In the end of November, it feels like it's the middle of summer right now. And it looks like we're ready to go to Pablo Flores to announce our next set of fights here on Best in Boxing. Oh, we're going to take a second here to make sure we sanitize the ring here. All safety measures being taken here today between each of our different individual matches. We have a full sanitation unit to come in there, sanitize the entire ring here. And we are happy to be broadcasting in both English and Spanish today for all of our Spanish-speaking viewers here. Best in Boxing always wants to cater to all of our fans here, so we've added a additional team here of wonderful Spanish broadcasters. Happy to have them on the set with us here today. We will shortly begin this next fight here. Again, full thorough cleaning going on here, and it is a nice day here in the heart of Tijuana, Baja California. It's myself, Brendan Kyle, and my co-host here, Dylan Miranda. Been a great opening bout here, and it looks like we are ready for more action here in our second fight today in Best in Boxing. Get a shot.
De Tijuana, Baja California, Ronaldo Sandoval.
Here we go. Representing the blue corner, we have Ronaldo Sandoval making his way from Tijuana, Mexico. This will be his debut fight. First fight as a professional. 4 rounds scheduled for this super lightweight bout. Looks like Pablo's ready to announce his opponents here. Another debut fighter.
From San Diego, California.
San Diego, California, Isaac Rojas.
That's right, San Diego, California. Not too far from here. Just a stone's throw here from the Nuevo Toreo Stadium bullfighting ring here. We have a wonderful bout scheduled with these 2 debuters. Do you remember your debut, Dylan? What are the nerves like when you make the jump finally from the amateur ranks into those professional ranks?
I mean, the nerves are the same as any fight. You're gonna get in there and you're gonna throw hands with another man, but you feel it in your gut. Every step that you take into the ring, you're feeling it more and more and more. But as soon as you get into that ring, as soon as you touch gloves, as soon as you hear the ding, 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 it's all silent.
It's just another boxing match.
It's just another fight, man.
Yep. All right. Yeah, excited to see what happens. Debuters, sometimes you got those nerves.
Damas y caballeros, Borizteca Boxing Promotions, en asociación con King Geo Boxing y GSS Global Sports Streaming, presentan este combate pactado a 4 asaltos en la división de peso ligero. Let's get ready for 4 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces, Miguel Hernández, Francisco Pacheco y Carlos de la Rocha. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, su referee para este combate, Ángel Méndez. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears black trunks with red and white. He officially weighs in 134 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, con pantaloncillo color negro con rojo y blanco, con un peso de 134 libras. And he makes today his pro debut, haciendo su debut profesional de la Natura de Tijuana, Baja California. Ronaldo Sandoval. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, he wears black and white. He officially weighs in 133 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color negro con blanco, con un peso oficial de 133 libras. And also making today his pro debut, haciendo también su debut profesional. He hails Armando's Boxing Club, San Diego, California, USA. Isaac Rojas. And now with the final instructions, dando las indicaciones finales, su referee, Ángel Méndez. 4 rounds, 4 asaltos.
Obey my commands at all times. Protéganse a todo momento, sigan las instrucciones. Touch him up.
All right, Dylan, we are ready to go to the second bout at our Best in Boxing card here, presented by Borizteca Promotions and King Geo Promotions here. Referee making sure all the scoring judges ringside are ready to go. And before you know it, you hear that first professional ding-ding for both these guys, and we are underway. It is myself, Brandon Kyle, alongside my co-host, Dylan Miranda. For this second fight, Isaac Rojas is from San Diego, wearing the all-black trunks, taking on Tijuana's Ronaldo Sandoval. And man, right off the bat, Rojas is pressuring Sandoval, putting some heavy shots in there. Sandoval doesn't look like he's very intimidated, though. Got a nice high guard. Ooh, but, you know, catching some big counters as he comes in here. Both men looking focused and prime here. Very aggressive start here for Isaac.
You know what? And that might be the nerves, because you want to come in here and you want to put the fear instead of the opponent. But he should not forget that this is a 4-round fight, and you don't want to blow your whole load on the first round.
Yeah, it is a 4-round fight here, and the sun is beaming down on these two warriors here. So there's a little extra heat in the ring, but tell you what, they don't need it with the way Rosales is coming forward. He's providing enough heat in that ring himself. Whoa, slips a hook and comes back with an overhand right, barely misses. These boys are they are firing away here, and they are barely missing these kill shots.
I wonder if Rojas was, if he knew that he was fighting a southpaw for your debut.
Yeah, again, we were talking about, as in our first fight, you know, you come in and you don't have much time to study your opponent. And so maybe he's trying to just really push and back up here. Sandoval, Ronaldo Sandoval, though, doesn't look like he's too bothered by this forward pressure. In fact, speaking of forward pressure, you see Rojas is already starting to take some steam off of that and back himself up to the ropes here. Oh, big left hook coming over the top of the guard of Rojas. He eats it well, though. Now he comes forward with a nice overhand right himself. We're seeing a classic southpaw versus orthodox banger here so far, Dylan.
Oh, yeah. This is competitive. Now, Rojas seems to be taking a step back. He's waiting too much, and he can't stay in that corner. This is not like the amateurs.
Big shots coming here. Yeah, no hand gear, smaller gloves.
To move.
Yeah, he cannot keep taking the shots. And maybe you were right. Maybe he came in with those nerves. He put a little bit too much energy in that first half of the round, and he's already fading a little bit, it looks like, in the second half of this first round.
It's a mistake that, you know, it happens. Hopefully he survives to the next round and he can make adjustments. Those body shots by Sandoval, though, are going to be a factor if the fight goes on.
Well, and then Sandoval now on the flip side, he has to make sure he conserves a little bit of energy because he's putting everything he can into these shots.
That's right.
But Rojas is going nowhere fast. He actually is able to turn Sandoval against the ropes, but man, Sandoval starts to push him back again with major shots getting landed. Wow. 10-second clap. They thought that was over. Man, Rojas is so eager to get back to his corner and adjust.
Good uppercut at the end there by Sandoval.
Big time. Bombs getting thrown in that first round, Dylan.
Oh, yeah. You knew this was going to happen. This is San Diego versus Tijuana. Tijuana has competition with everybody around. Mexicali, Ensenada, Rosarito.
Now, you know, there's got to be a little extra pressure on Sandoval. I mean, he's in his hometown, making his pro debut. Right. You know he wants to do well, and I tell you what, he looked like he did pretty good in that first round after surviving an initial onslaught coming from Rojas here in that first round.
You see how deep Rojas is breathing right now. That's the danger of coming in that aggressive on the first round, especially for your debut.
We got a sponsor here. Let's thank Modesto Car Toys here. You guys want to customize your car audio, mobile video. They can deck you out here. Don't forget about Game Up Nutrition, guys. Go follow them on Instagram at Game Up Nutrition to get your nutrition to the next level. Model Sporting Goods. Gotta go to Moe's if you want to get all the best sporting good accessories. And we are into our second round here of our second fight. This is a lightweight fight scheduled for 4 rounds between 2 debuters here. Isaac Rojas is in the all-black shorts with the white gloves. Black gloves with the black and red shorts here for Sandoval. It was a good first round, back and forth with Rojas coming out very aggressive in the first minute, but then fading a little bit early.
You see that straight left that Sandoval is throwing?
Just landed a big one. You're right, Dylan. Yeah, I see it.
Rojas needs to throw it straight because he's throwing it as a hook, and it's too wide.
Oh, so that's the straight line beats the
The straight's going to get there first.
Yep, and you see, as you said that, I saw that left land. It doesn't look like Rojas to see that left coming until it's already hitting there. Wow. Sandoval is really looking relaxed and confident in there now. Starting to loosen up. As you see, Rojas tightening up a little bit in this second round. Oh, big shots from Sandoval.
Rojas is
they traded hooks on that one. Both of them look like they felt each other's power there. And now Rojas is coming forward and pushing Sandoval back. Oh, we have
Rojas
a fight on
blood
our
here.
hands. Oh, yeah. Rojas looked like he was eating shots. Oh, another nice.
Good left hook.
Oh, and Sandoval complains that it was behind the head here. Sandoval real squared up there. Really just kind of coming forward, taking shots. Little bounce here, little pause in the action as they settle down. Oh, nice. Left hook.
Sandoval is staying more consistent. He's staying busy, and he's throwing the straight punches that are landing. Now, Rojas, when he does throw, he's throwing the hooks, man. Those are hard. But they don't always make it. Sometimes the straight shots hit first.
Yeah, you see a lot of nice straight
Like
lefts.
those.
Double it up, followed up with 3 hooks here from Sandoval. Sandoval starting to put his eyebrows together and come forward here. I think both these guys have earned each other's respect, and now they are deeply entrenched in this 4-round war they've started.
Rojas is staying in front of Sandoval. That was a good left hook.
Big time.
He's waiting to counter on what Sandoval is throwing. And Sandoval looks tired. So this might be the time for Rojas to come in with those wide shots.
Oh, man!
And there he
You see
goes.
it right there. Wide shots are coming and landing. Oh, and then Sandoval comes back, misses a big hook himself. Wow, Dylan, we are lucky to be ringside for this back and forth battle here today.
Good body shot by Sandoval.
Huge shots. Slips a big counter hook coming back here from Sandoval. Sandoval is pushing Rojas now back to the ropes. Man, these guys are just going back and forth with 10 seconds left in this second round.
Good head movement by Rojas.
Big shots being traded by both of these fighters. Wow, Dylan.
That was a good round.
That was a great round. I mean, every time you think that Sandoval is starting to take over the fight, Rojas will eat a couple shots and come back with a couple big shots of his own. Really, I mean, I feel like, this could easily be a tied-up fight after 2 rounds here, Dylan.
Yeah, for this round, I don't know who I would give it to. It was a good back and forth. But Rojas seems to be waiting on Sandoval to throw so he can counter, or wait for him to get tired so he can go in with those hard shots. But when Sandoval is staying busy with those straight shots, even though they're not hard punches, they don't allow you to think. They don't allow you to use strategy.
Yeah, I tell you what, it seems like when Sandoval keeps straight, keeps length, he does much better, but then you get him drawn into these hook wars here with the shorter Rojas, and it doesn't seem to be a good idea for him to do that. But, again, it's that debut fight. You want to show well, and you don't want to let anybody get the best of you. So it looks like he's readjusted here. These boys had a nice minute to take a deep breath. Both of them seem to have settled into their pro debut, and they are really letting it fly.
Nerves went out the window now.
Yeah, they're just in there fighting now. Started off as a boxing match. Oh, another big overhand. It seems like neither of these guys wants to back down from the other one. Wow, Rojas is really coming forward now.
Hooks there by Rojas.
You see a little bit of frustration start to creep into the eyes of Ronaldo Sandoval in the black and red trunks. Isaac Rojas is slipping and ripping.
I think Rojas might have timed him now. He has the distance. He's waiting for him to throw so he can get him with the hooks. You see how he steps back?
Oh, there's some straight shots here.
Making him miss by a little bit. Barely making him miss.
Oh, but Sandoval really putting the pedal to the metal in this round so far, starting off this third round with some big shots here. Oh, triples up the jab, but again,
yeah, we see a head movement by Rojas.
Good head movement, yeah. Oh, again, slipping that hook. Doesn't seem like, if it's a hook war, it doesn't seem like it's going to favor Sandoval. So maybe you're right. Maybe those straight lefts is what he needs to get back to find more success. He's almost allowing Rojas to hit those counters. He's getting right into his range, but man, I'll tell you what, Sandoval is not backing down at all, coming forward. It seems like he's overwhelming with just activity right now, Rojas is Sandoval.
Right now, I don't think it's overwhelming because Rojas does not seem bothered at all. I think he's waiting. I think he's timing him for the counters because he's had success with those hooks.
Well, he's going to have to start throwing those hooks.
There you go. There it is.
As you were saying, because he can't allow the activity to outweigh the power shots, or else it could go to his opponent in the judges' scorecard. So.
But he's waiting a little bit too long. He needs to throw that again. There you go.
Oh, and again, Sandoval complains about a shot to the back of the head, but it seems like it's right on the ear line, but not a dirty or illegal shot. And referee hasn't given any warnings yet. Oh, here we go. Back again. Oh, some body work being done by Sandoval now. Oh, push it forward. Good God. These boys, I don't know how they're both still standing right now. They just won't stop throwing, Dylan.
Rojas needs to throw back. He needs to throw back. He can't wait for that strong shot. He needs to be more active right now.
Well, you know what? Again,
now Sandoval keeps complaining about the hooks hitting him in the back.
Yeah, third time. But, you got to just bite down on that mouthpiece. If the ref's not going to do anything, then it's your job to do something. Speaking of those short hooks over the top, that right hand lands again for Rojas. Ooh, big shots from both guys come in.
Oh, and it's those hooks from Rojas, but he doesn't throw them often enough to really do damage. Yeah. When he does, though, like he's doing right now.
Very effective, right?
Very effective.
But yeah, activity advantage in that third round definitely went to Sandoval.
To Sandoval, yes.
Oh, look at, you could see Rojas's arms on the ropes. He's leaning down as he waits for his corner to drop the stool for him here. Definitely both fighters are putting a lot into each of these punches. I mean, at this point, as we move into our fourth and final round, it's going to be a war of attrition and to see who wants it more in their pro debuts here, Dylan.
That's what it's going to be, Brandon, because both these guys are exhausted.
We'll see who's more conditioned here in this fourth round. This is where boys are made to men here in the final round, especially in a pro debut for these young boxers. Rojas coming in from San Diego, crossing the border to take on Ronaldo Sandoval in his hometown of Tijuana.
Damas y caballeros, Borizteca Boxing Promotions.
And you see those hooks again. You see Rojas on the ropes kind of slipping, trying to rip. Big activity here from Sandoval. You see the weathering here of Rojas, and we go into our fourth and final round of this 4-round lightweight bout. Oh, a little timeout, maybe equipment issue.
Mouthpiece.
Yeah. Got to get that mouthpiece in there. These boys are so eager to get back out there. Whoa! But hey, the way these guys are throwing shots, mouthpieces are absolutely necessary here,
definitely.
Dylan.
Rojas is over there throwing rocks practically.
Yeah, that debut nerves, still nerves showing on these guys' debuters. A little rookie mistake there, but they both have their mouthpieces in, and they're both using them right now as they exchange shots here. But man, Sandoval seems to be pushing. He wants to push. He wants to show.
Sandoval seems comfortable. Yeah. He's going in there. He must smell something because he's going in for the kill.
Maybe his corner said, "Hey, guy, this guy's
tired.
starting to get tired. Let's push right now. Try to. The dam might be cracking. Maybe we put a little pressure, and the whole thing will burst right now for Rojas. But I tell you what, man, you got a guy like Rojas slipping and ripping those counters back to you like that.
Good left hook by Sandoval.
It's tough to go in there and try to finish the job against a guy like that. But look at
Rojas needs to move.
Keep throwing in the phone booth here.
Oh,
these boys are
change.
Back and forth. Everything they got here. Everything they got. They're laying on the line. Wow, we are really seeing a show of heart from both of these fighters here today in their pro debuts.
And the pressure that Sandoval is putting on Rojas right now is what he needs to do.
Man, the referee breaking him up is the only lull in the action so far in this fourth and final round. You see Sandoval's coach is up there pleading for him to go forward, be aggressive, try to take this from Rojas. You don't know what it's going to look like on the judges' scorecards right now. Sandoval is trying to really end this fight on a high note. A nice hook to the uppercut combo there. They are shoulder to shoulder, going back and forth. Big hooks coming back from Rojas.
Sandoval can take advantage right now because Rojas is breathing through his mouth. He is tired. Sandoval needs to stand a little bit more back, give himself distance, and go in with some hard shots. But that's easier said than done. Right now, he is exhausted.
Yeah, both of these guys got to be tired with the output that they've been giving in these 4 rounds of these debut here for both of them. Oh, there's some more head movement, but man, he's got to be careful dipping his head down there. It looks like Rojas is just trying to survive the onslaught right now of Ronaldo Sandoval.
Sandoval needs to throw more punches. Just quick little punches. Make the ref see that Rojas is not responding and the fight's over.
Yeah, one final flurry could be the difference. But, every time there's any second to breathe for Sandoval, Rojas is throwing big counter hooks back his way.
Rojas comes back, that's right.
He's doing just enough. But, man, you could tell that he is really starting to wear the punches here. But big, even the last 10 seconds of this fourth and final round of these guys' debut fight here. Rojas swings and misses. Big counter hooks coming back from Ronaldo Sandoval, and we have been treated to a wonderful boxing war here today in Tijuana, Mexico. These two debuters, they did not disappoint. Sometimes you're not sure of the level of boxing you're going to see here. We saw good boxing. We saw great heart. We saw great fighting here, slugging it out here in that fourth and final round, Dylan. I mean, that's a tough one to call, but it really seems like Sandoval had more juice in those final rounds.
That's right. I think he had more activity, more punch output, but congratulations to both Isaac Rojas and Ronaldo Sandoval. It's not easy stepping into that ring, especially during COVID season.
Yeah, I know it's sacrifices everyone has to make to be able to just compete in these trying times here. But I tell you what here, I know it's cliche, but win or loss, both of these fighters' stock is going to go up after this fight. Here's that replay of that final round here. Both guys just literally almost like they were tied together by a rope. They would not separate. They just keep throwing. There's Sandoval, even though he's the longer fighter, just willing to step in and engage back and forth. Look at the hooks from Rojas. Man, no quit in that guy here today. Putting it
back and forth, man. We're watching a bar fight.
Yeah, seriously. A 4-round professional bar fight. Man, makes you a boxing fan to see a fight like that here today, Dylan.
That's right. Big props to both these fighters.
Here we go. Let's take it to Pablo Force for our official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we now go to the judges' scorecards. Después de 4 rounds de combate, nos vamos con las tarjetas de los jueces. El juez, Judge Miguel Hernández, he scores it 40-36, 40-36. And both judges, Francisco Pacheco and Carlos de la Rocha, have the same scores of 39-37, 39-37, estos dos últimos jueces. For your winner by the way of unanimous decision, su vencedor por la vía de la decisión unánime, con su primer victoria en esta tarde, de Tijuana, Baja California, Ronaldo Sandoval.
Well, kind of as we predicted, those last 2 rounds, it was a really close
and
fight.
And also big round of applause for his opponent from San Diego, California. También un reconocimiento para su rival, Isaac Rojas.
Yeah, big round of applause for both of these fighters. They made fans out of me today, Dylan, and I'm sure they made fans of everybody that's watching at home on Fight Up TV. We are happy to be here in Tijuana. Wonderful promotion here from Borizteca and King Geo Promotions. Put it together here. Again, guys, if you need to look clean for a special event or just for any day, you got to go to Stay Sharp Barbershop. Stay Sharp Barbershop. They'll get you faded correct. Don't forget, after you go out after that nice haircut, make sure you check out Pacheco Tequila. That will be the tequila to get the party started and keep it going here. Check them out on IG, Tequila Pacheco. And, of course, KR27 Group, LLC. Got to thank them for their wonderful sponsorship of today's event. And DJs are International Flavors, the best flavors in the Bay Area, guys. Check out International Flavors. And make sure you check out, speaking of flavor, DJ's Tri-Tip. DJ's Tri-Tip, helping to make sure this event could be possible here today at IG's DJ's _Tri-Tip. Don't forget Tacos Don Hugo. Check them out at IG Tacos _Don Hugo. Go check out some of those pictures, get your appetite up. Don't forget about Combat Sports Collective, of course. All your combat sports representation needs there. Check them out, combatsportscollective.com. And after the fight here, I think I'm going to get some pizza. I don't know if they have pizza factories here in Tijuana, but if you have a pizza factory in your hometown, you got to make sure that's the place to get it. That's the place to get your pizza fixes here. And we are so happy to be here at this beautiful venue at Best in Boxing.
Has been one of my goals since I started watching boxing, not fighting. But it's been one of my goals to become a boxing promoter. You know, I see a lot of these fighters, they don't have any help, any proper advice, and I've learned a lot throughout the years. So my goal is just to help out these fighters and, you know, look for that superstar in boxing, your next superstar. Being a promoter and also being a fighter and having my first event as the main event is, you know, it's off the bucket list, you know, and it's pretty dope because it's my first event. I'm able to do this as my first event. You know, it's boxing, you know, and it's a beautiful sport, and I just want to, you know, be able to showcase my talents to the world, and also as a promoter, look for fighters that don't have that opportunity. Like I said, my goal is just to look for those fighters that are very, very good, but they don't have that proper advice, and promote them as well. Personally, it's not a challenge to me promoting and training at the same time. There's 24 hours in a day, and there's a lot of things you can do. You just got to be disciplined. You just can't be, you know, half-assing it. If not, you're not gonna do well on either side. At the end of the day, not just anybody can be a boxing promoter or anything. There's a lot of fighters that have tried it and they haven't succeeded just because that's, you know, unfortunately that's all they are. They're a fighter. They don't have that business mentality. This is not my first business path in my life. I've done a lot of businesses in the outside of boxing, and but like I said, boxing is just my next path currently in my career. Huge thank you to Saul Reels for letting me co-promote with him. He's a really good friend of mine. I met him a couple years ago. He's just in it like me. He's doing it. He's trying to help out, get this exposure to people through Best in Boxing, Global Sports Network, Fight Hub. He's just trying to get all this exposure to people that don't know these fighters and possibly give them that big break in their career. Saul is a very great friend of mine, and I'm looking forward to co-promoting this event tomorrow with them.
Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for our next fight. It is going to be an exciting 6-round fight between Carina Moreno and Naomi Reyes. Moreno, 39, has quite a few years on the 26-year-old Reyes. About the same height. Reyes has a 1-inch height advantage. Both coming in right around 105 here, that weight pound limit, and long reach advantage, even though she's a little bit shorter for Carina Moreno, of a 59 inches to 53 inches of Naomi Reyes. Dylan, what does each fighter need to do here in this next fight? What do you think the keys to victory are for each fighter to be victorious in this next bout here?
The keys to victory right now that I'm seeing with Carina Moreno is that she has the experience as well as the reach. She can do a lot with that. She can keep Naomi Reyes at arm's length and control the entire fight. However, if Naomi Reyes wants to win this fight, she has to get close, she has to make it dirty, and she has to go and hurt Karina on the inside.
And let's take it to Pablo for our next ring announcements. Oh, no, we are going to wait a second, and we're going to give you the rules first. This is a no standing 8-count fight, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and fighters cannot be saved by the bell in any round. The fight will become official on the scorecards after the 4th round.
De Tepic, Nayarit, Naomi Reyes.
Reyes making her way to the ring. She understands that she is at a huge disadvantage as far as experience is concerned, but it didn't seem to affect her at weigh-ins yesterday. She was smiling. She was jovial, excited to be here. I mean, I talked to her after weigh-ins, and she said, you know, she is not intimidated by the former 5-time world champion Carina Moreno at all. She says, I'm a human, she's a human. I'm going to feel her punches, sure.
Y de
but she's going to feel my punches
California,
as well.
Estados Unidos, Carina Moreno.
And like I said, former 5-time world champion Carina Moreno has got so much experience in that ring, over 30 fights. And she expects to use that experience, like you said, she needs to dismantle her opponent here today. And we will see if the former world champion can do just that in this 6th round. 3rd fight.
Damas y caballeros, Borizteca Boxing Promotions en asociación con King Geo Boxing y BIB, The Best in Boxing, presentan este encuentro pactado a 6 rounds en la división de peso paja. 6 rounds of boxing in the strawweight division. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces: Francisco Pacheco, Miguel Hernández y Carlos de la Rocha. And your referee in charge, su referee para este combate, Ángel Méndez. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. She wears black and gold. She officially weighs in 105 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, con pantaloncillo color negro con oro, con un peso de 105 libras. In 9 professional bouts, he stands with a record, a near perfect one. 8 victories, 1 lone defeat, and 5 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 8 victorias, 1 derrota y 5 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Representando a su natal Tepic, Nayarit, la Chapita, Naomi Reyes. And her opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. She wears black and silver. She officially weighs in 104.5 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color negro con plata, con un peso de 104.5 libras. In 31 professional bouts, she stands with a record of 25 victories, 6 defeats, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 25 victorias, 6 derrotas y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Hailing out of Watsonville, California, USA, here is the former world champion, Carina Moreno. And with the final instructions, your referee in charge, para dar las indicaciones finales, su referee, Ángel Méndez. 6 rounds, 6 asaltos.
Muy buena suerte. Touch him out.
And we are live here for our 3rd bout of this Borizteca Boxing Promotions Best in Boxing event. We have former world champion Carina Moreno in the black with the silver trim. You have her opponent Naomi Reyes. She's got the black with the gold trim. It's silver versus gold here in this 3rd 6-round fight scheduled. And the first bell is underway, and right away looks like Reyes is trying to initiate her lack of intimidation by sticking that jab, landing that cross. Moreno dancing around, right into that hook range, and they are trading hooks back and forth already here, Dylan.
That's right, and you know something, Brandon? That could intimidate somebody, Carina Moreno's record, but it can also inspire somebody like Naomi Reyes to say, this girl has experience, this girl has what I want, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to get it.
So victory would be even more important
Victory would
for
be
an
even more
opponent like this, right?
That's right. So sometimes when there's a match up like this, Naomi is going to come out looking her best.
Yeah,
her
she's
very
gonna
best.
really try to put her foot down and prove she belongs in there, first of all, and earn
That's
respect
right.
of the former world champion, Carina Moreno.
And as we see right off the bat, she's coming in there and showing that she's not afraid. She's earning that respect from Karina.
Yeah, but, again, that experience, I'm sure Karina has had plenty of opponents come in there and try to really dominate from the very start, but you see her staying calm and composed, a little head movement there, really kind of both fighters settling down here into this first round of this scheduled 6-round event.
You have to think about the debut, the fighters that we saw debut, where they come in real excited and they blow their load on the first fight.
Yes.
That can happen with Naomi. She needs to control the pace. Karina's more calm. You see her more, she's so comfortable in there. She's analyzing. She's letting her throw. She's grabbing. It's a 6-round fight.
So, yeah, that's a lot of time to do work. But keep in mind, folks, that the female professionals go for 2-minute rounds as opposed to the male 3-minute rounds. So they really have to put in some work in those 2 minutes to try to leave an impression on the judges. 10 seconds left in that opening 2-minute round, so to speak there. And both girls are showing that they are not intimidated and that they are in there to fight here today, Dylan. As Moreno,
This is a good round for both.
I thought so too. That was a back and forth round, probably a tough round to score. That first round, really little feel out coming from Naomi Reyes. She just came in there, really tried to establish, the fact that she is here to fight right off the bat against the former 5-time world champion in Carina Moreno.
Yeah, Karina seemed like she was taking it a bit more calm than Naomi. Maybe she's taking that as a fill-out round. But Naomi just went in there blazing, throwing combinations.
Yeah, and we'll see if that, is something that might kind of wear later on in the fight, putting all that energy here into that first round. But, both girls look like they're in great shape, so I have a feeling that neither of them is going to relent anytime in this scheduled 6-rounder. One more warning from the ref. Hey, make sure you avoid the back of the head, and right to the action right off the start of this second round here between Naomi Reyes in the black and gold and Carina Moreno in the black and silver trunks.
Yeah, this second round we're going to see the answer that Karina has to the pressure that Naomi's bringing.
We'll see if that experience and that reach advantage is going to start to play a part here.
You see how she's just missing? Naomi's just missing with those punches? That gives Karina the opportunity to counter. And maybe that's what she's counting on.
Yeah,
you see hopping in, hopping out.
Yeah, you see her, and
baiting
Moreno's
her.
kind of backing up and bouncing, trying to get her to throw heavy and miss so she can hit those counters with the longer reach. And although she is
good right shot by Karina.
Oh, yeah, big shots exchange. Ooh, nice uppercut there. Oh, but a counter right hook here from Moreno. Oh, Moreno, again, she's been warned several times about the back of the head. You see she's about to throw, and then she realizes, and that's just ring generalship right there, to be so aware.
Good right hook. Karina's straight right is landing flush.
Big shots landing for Moreno. But, man, Naomi Reyes got a look in her eye like she is, it's almost like I got that bulldog, almost like a terrier tenacity here she's coming forward with.
That's right, but you see the intelligence of Karina baiting her, just waiting for her to throw those hard punches, and she's catching Naomi with those hard, straight rights.
And like you said, sometimes a fighter is eager when they see this big, experienced opponent in front of them to prove what they can do, almost maybe possibly too eager. That could be at their detriment, like they're coming forward maybe not as intelligently just because they're so eager to prove that they belong there.
That's right.
Good exchanges in the middle of the ring.
I love the in and outs of Karina.
Yeah,
Comes
she's
in,
very fluid.
1-2, and then jumps out.
Very, very fluid. And you'll see that later on from King Gio Gonzalez. He has a similar in and out style there in our main event. But you see the former world champion Moreno just really, being very technical. Oh, little surprise for my co-host Dylan here. Let's take a look at my broadcast partner on his pro debut right here. Oh, look at this handsome devil in there. Speaking of using his length.
Oh, man, this takes me back.
The in and out there. Yeah, what was that experience like, your pro debut there for Best in Boxing?
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell the public, it's scary as hell. But as soon as you get in there, you go to work.
That's right here. Yeah, you'll always remember who you shared the ring with that first pro fight, right?
Oh yeah, I remember the referee, everything.
Nice. And there he is today. The one, the only Dylan Miranda here. He's calling fights here. Happy to have him in the booth here. Take the trip here from San Diego. Right on, Dylan. Glad to have you. Honored to be calling these fights here with you. We are ready to head into the next round here, the third round of this scheduled 6-rounder between Naomi Reyes and the black and gold as she takes on former 5-time world champion Carina Moreno in the silver and black shorts.
You see Naomi throwing a lot of punches, but she's very close. I'm not sure if those punches have power in them because she's smothering them. Now when Karina throws, she's throwing at a distance. She's throwing with some weight on those punches.
Yeah, you see very aggressive is Reyes, but yeah, very sharp and technical is Moreno. It's a good stylistic matchup here.
It
you
is.
See almost like a bull charging and a matador kind of avoiding and countering shots here.
Oh, that was a good left hook by Naomi.
Yeah, Carina Moreno eats a right hand from Reyes. Yeah, Moreno took a long layoff. She had multiple injuries. She was out of the ring for about 6 years. She is. This is her third fight on her comeback tour here. She's 2-0 since she's returned to the ring and looking to make it 3-0. She said she wants to climb the hill again and try to regain her world titles. And she's doing a good job here. But man, she is not have an easy task with Reyes continuing to come forward. But as far as wearing it on their face, you see Reyes with a huge knot swelling under the right eye right now, probably from those counter shots coming from Moreno. And you can kind of see the shots accumulate on the face here. Reyes, but man, hits a big counter hook herself. Starting to land those hooks now. It's starting to turn more into a brawl here, Dylan. And as you see Moreno kind of putting her foot down, she's not being quite as technical, being more aggressive. And you can see both of them are eating shots here with 10 seconds left in this third round.
Like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Sometimes your plan is to back up. Sometimes your plan is to come forward, and it looks like both these girls, whether the plan was to come forward or not in the beginning of this fight, they're both coming forward and throwing bombs right now. So we see Carina Moreno in the corner looking calm, looking poised, no real stress in her face here as we go into this fourth round, talking with her corner, just really relaxed. Just, another day at the office so far here. You see,
the calmness that Carina Moreno is wearing is great. That's what you expect from somebody with the experience that she has. But you know what? Naomi has been going in there and she's been in Karina's face the entire fight. I'm sure that's the game plan that they had, and they're.
And let's see, speaking of that back and forth action, let's take a look at that replay real quick as we enter our fourth round. These girls finally said, let's just draw the line in the middle of the ring here and throw bombs. And you can see both of them going with everything they got here. Wow, what a wonderful third fight we have here at Best in Boxing. And we are underway. Myself, Brandon Kyle here alongside Dylan Miranda as we see former 5-time world champion Carina Moreno taking on a scrappy up-and-coming professional in Naomi Reyes. You see, again, Reyes is not looking like she's tiring at all from all this output, but you see Moreno starting to land more and more, but also you see Reyes landing some big shots that she wasn't landing early in the fight, Dylan.
Yeah, and one of the changes that I'm seeing is that Moreno was walking backwards before. Now she's the one putting on the pressure.
Maybe feels a little bit more comfortable now. She's kind of felt the power of Reyes. Maybe feels comfortable kind of taking shots and taking more risks to come forward and be aggressive here as we walk into the second half of this 6-rounder.
Well, Naomi Reyes definitely reduced her output. She was going in there with throwing flurry after flurry. Now she's being a bit bit smarter, a bit more strategic with the punches that she's throwing.
Yeah, you eat a bunch of punches. As I said, that hematoma starting to swell under the right eye of Naomi Reyes. Maybe she's starting to feel those punches landed by Moreno in the last 3 rounds, and she's starting to rethink a little bit of her strategy. She put so much pressure on in those first 3 rounds. Moreno's able to eat those shots and make her miss and make her pay, but both girls are taking a lot of damage here, trading back and forth in this 6-rounder.
And Karina's landing that straight right.
Nice uppercut lead hook here from Reyes. Oh, nice 1-2 there from Moreno. You see Reyes start to bounce a little bit more head movement, maybe trying to avoid some of those shots.
Reyes is trying to catch Moreno with that lead uppercut.
Oh, look, Moreno puts her head down, comes in. 10 seconds left in that 4th round, and almost a little bit of explanation point there. The end of that 4th round. What are you thinking, Dylan? I mean, what are you thinking going into this 5th round? You got 2 more rounds left. It's a good back and forth fight. A tough fight to score, though.
Yeah, for this last round, I don't know who I would give it to, but we have 2 rounds left. So I expect both these girls to go out there and go for the kill.
Yeah,
because right now it's up in the air.
It's definitely a very close fight. Both corners probably letting their fighters know you got to do everything you can in these last 2 rounds if you want to come out victorious here today. And we take a look at that last round. What are you seeing as you watch these girls go back and forth here, Dylan?
I'm seeing Karina waiting on Naomi. You see how long she's waiting for her to come in? She's trying to get her with a counter.
Neither fighter's seem to have been rocked or hurt too bad in this fight. They've both eaten big shots, but, both of them look focused, eyebrows pushed together, neither of their eyes wavering in this back and forth fight, that battle they're having so far here. Oh, a good exchange right in the pocket. Oh, nice body shot from Reyes. Oh, you can hear the shots echo through this bullfighting arena, this beautiful venue we have here for Borizteca Promotions, best in boxing.
At this point, if Karina's going to stand in the middle and trade shots with Naomi, her output needs to be higher. She needs to throw more punches.
Again, as you said, that could be the plan, and then as you get punched in the face, it becomes more difficult, but that's what it's all about there in the squared circle. You got to do what you got to do to take home that victory, and you see both of them trying to figure out. You got Reyes moving into a southpaw position here.
You see what she did right now? She threw a 1-2, and then she moved to the side. When she's going in and out, Karina is fantastic. Karina controls the fight. But when she stands there and she's trading with Naomi, the output has to be up.
She's giving her opponent a chance to outwork her here, close range. Oh, speaking of outwork, nice counter after the body shot of Moreno. Moreno's got a nice 1-2 landing. It seems to be successful for her, but she keeps closing the range a little bit on it, and she's unable to use it when she's too close here to Naomi Reyes.
And Naomi's doing a great job of getting close, because when she gets close, she throws those combinations that I don't think Moreno can keep up.
Oh, but so far, so
there
good,
we go.
Right? Yeah, you see her, maybe she heard you and said, oh, you don't think I can keep up? Well, let me throw this quick double hook here. Coming back again, the girls kind of tangle up, and Moreno pushes Reyes to the ropes, tries to bully her. Oh, nice! Right hand lands right at the end of that 5th round, and both girls are starting to breathe heavy as we move into this 6th and final round. I mean, you're exhausted, you're going into the final round. What are you thinking as a fighter, trying to get yourself, what do you tell yourself to motivate you to go out there and give everything you got when you might not have much left?
See, now that's going to depend on what the coaches tell them. Because if your coach is telling you, hey, you have this fight won, you may decide to control the distance and move around the ring. Now, if you're losing, you go in there and you're throwing everything.
Yeah, and here's that replay, Dylan. What are you seeing going on in this 5th round here, this war between Reyes and Moreno?
I'm seeing Karina doing what she's been doing the whole fight, which is jumping in there, throwing combinations, and then jumping out. Now, Naomi, she's throwing combinations the whole time.
Damas y caballeros, este es el round número 6. El último round, ladies and gentlemen, this is round number 6. Your final round.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Dylan? I mean, it's a tough fight to score, but I mean, you know, I know you're not a judge, but, you know, in your opinion, what do you think's going on going into this 6th and final round?
In my opinion, to be honest with you, I think both girls had their moments, so I would put this fight as an even fight.
Yeah, it could definitely be a tied-up fight, or 2 rounds to 3 rounds going into this. So this round, it could just be important. You don't know which fighter has the advantage right now.
They're going to be throwing shots till the end.
I absolutely believe that is going to be the case. Little tangle up here. Referee breaks him up, and we're back to the action. We are 40 seconds into the final 2 minutes here between former world champion Carina Moreno and up-and-coming challenge of Naomi Reyes, trying to show that she can keep up with the queen in there, and Moreno trying to reestablish.
Oh, that was a good
herself.
right hand by Naomi.
And big right hand from Naomi, as you said. Oh, a nice right hand, little clip of the chin there from Moreno. Starting to see the shots wear on both of the faces of these fighters in there. Yeah, right. Ooh. 39 years old. What a spectacle to see someone box at this level after so many fights and so many years in the ring here. Ageless wonder is Moreno as she comes forward and lands big shots on the much younger Naomi Reyes. Oh, nice exchange here in the pocket of hooks. Oh, you can still hear the pop of the shots from Reyes. Still has plenty of energy and plenty of mustard on those punches coming from Reyes. But Moreno just keeps coming forward, tries to land a big overhand right of her own. Tight guard from both fighters. Oh, nice slip and rip there from Reyes. Switches into southpaw. She's been doing that these last couple of rounds. Maybe trying to give a different look. And here we go, Dylan. 10 seconds left. This 6th and final round between these two amazing warriors so far here. Back and forth as they hook, as they finish the very last bell. Dylan, I would hate to be a judge for this fight. I mean, how do you score this one, man? I mean, so many exchanges, so many back and forths. It's just got to be difficult to try to figure this one out.
I don't envy them, but you know what? I hope everybody at home got to see this fight. This was a non-stop action fight from the start.
Been great fights all card, and continuing here as we see former world champion Christina Moreno in a tough battle against this up-and-coming pro, Naomi Reyes.
Huge challenge for Karina, too. Even though she has all the experience, she does have the age as well. And I believe she's coming off 2 surgeries, 2 knee surgeries.
Yeah, big-time issues for her. That's why she took that long layoff. I asked if she was retired. Are you retired? Did you retire during those 5-6 years you didn't fight? She said, battling injuries, thought I was going to do MMA, kept getting hurt, one thing after another.
Well, she does not look retired to me.
Yeah, she doesn't look retired, and she doesn't look like she's lost any of her top-level boxing ability. I am going to join them in the ring to interview the winner as Pablo Flores announces here, and we will get a chance to talk to the winner of this bout right now.
Huge shout out to King Geo Promotions and Borizteca Boxing for bringing us boxing fights with the proper sanitations. As we take it to Pablo Flores.
And ladies and gentlemen, this bout has gone the distance of 6 rounds, and now we go to the judges' scorecards. Después de 6 rounds de combate, nos vamos con las tarjetas de los jueces. El juez, Judge Carlos de la Rocha, he scores it 59-55, 59-55. And judges Francisco Pacheco and Miguel Hernández have the same scores of 58-56. 58-56 coincidieron estos últimos dos jueces. For your winner by the way of unanimous decision, su vencedora por la vía de la decisión unánime. Puritita Team La Chapita de Tepic Nayarit, Naomi Reyes. A big round of applause for her opponent. También un fuerte aplauso para su oponente de Watsonville, California, Carina Moreno.
Well, that's the decision that we had predicted over here at our table. You know, Naomi had the output. Karina was a real smart fighter throughout the entire fight, using that jab, throwing straight right hands.
Guys,
But
I'm
Naomi-
here with your winner, Naomi Reyes. Naomi, that was an incredible battle. I talked to you yesterday. You seemed like you were excited. You knew that she had a big experience advantage, but you said you looked at it as an opportunity to show what you can do.
Ayer que estábamos platicando, hablamos de la experiencia que tenía tu oponente frente a ti y bueno, cuéntanos.
Bueno, yo ahorita pues, soy la más feliz, emocionada. Yo sabía el nivel de esta peleadora, sabía la experiencia que ella tenía y claro, por supuesto trabajé muy duro, muy duro en el gimnasio para poder ganar esta pelea. Esta pelea se la quiero dedicar a toda mi gente en Nayarit, sobre todo a todo México que me está viendo y pues excelente y muchas gracias también a la poca afición que vino hoy. Muchísimas gracias por el apoyo.
I'm really happy. I worked really strong for this fight. I know her experience, and I want to dedicate this fight to all my fans from Nayarit.
Now, you came in there very aggressive. It looked like you wanted to prove right away that you belong in that ring with her. But she was crafty. She was able to start to move more and land her own punches. I see you got a little swell on the right. Was there any time where she hit you with anything that made you kind of take a step back and rethink your approach?
Vimos que estaba muy fuerte tu oponente y que te comenzó a boxear. Tenías, digamos que la pelea se fue un tanto complicada en ese sentido. ¿Algo que tú quieras añadir a eso?
No, pues yo sabía, otra vez te repito, sabía la experiencia que tenía mi peleadora y pues lo único que hice fue hacer pues el trabajo que sé hacer. Al final de cuentas digo pues aquí arriba del ring somos ella y yo y si mi estrategia de repente no funciona, yo tengo que hacer mi propia estrategia arriba del ring y así fue como trabajé con mi inteligencia, sobre todo que ese es mi don más fuerte, se puede decir.
I know about her experience. I know we work a lot about strategy-wise, and well, we managed to pull this out.
Yeah, great performance. Me and my co-host Dylan were just loving it as we watched the fight. Congratulations. Can't wait to see you again on Best in Boxing, guys. Let's hear it one more time for Naomi Reyes.
People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family, hours of road work, fighting through the pain of training. You know, people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me then, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube, where the future stars of boxing fight.
He's coming. And we have the tail of the tape
take
here.
A look at the tail of the tape here, guys. We have an exciting match coming up for this next bout here. Mario Ramirez, 22 years old, taking on Christian Cortez. He's 28 years old here. 5'8" for Ramirez. Got a couple inches on Christian Cortez. About the same weight, 128.5 for Ramirez, 129 for Christian. This is an 8-round featherweight bout. Ramirez has a slight reach advantage as well. We'll see if that's going to come into play in this featherweight fight, Dylan.
Yeah, good reach and good height advantage. But as we saw Canelo versus Smith, sometimes that height could be a disadvantage because Christian has all that body open to him.
We'll see if he could take advantage. So you're speaking of taking the body of Ramirez. What are the keys to victory for Ramirez as far as making sure that he doesn't get hit with those big body shots?
Ramirez is he's a smart fighter. We've seen him multiple times here at Best in Boxing, and he needs to go in there and box how he usually boxes. Real smart, keeping distance, using those straight punches. The straight right that he throws is tremendous. To keep Christian Cortez from coming inside.
Yeah, obviously a huge advantage as far as the reach here. So it's going to be someone trying to stay on the outside, obviously. Someone's trying to stay on the inside. But to be honest with you, I don't know. We see these taller fighters, this whole card just willing to stand in the middle. Speaking of this next fight, the rules for the fight are as follows. No standing 8 count in this fight, guys. No 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. Fighters cannot be saved by the bell in any of the rounds here, and the fight will become official in the scorecards after the 4th round is completed. And excited about this one. I know there's been a buzz about this one. I know we've seen Mario Ramirez before, and then the Best in Boxing crew and everyone associated with the team here at GSS Global Sports Streaming has been talking about this fight as one of the fights that they've highlighted for potential fight of the night action going on. Again, we're cleaning out the ring to make sure everything is nice and sanitary.
I'll tell you why, Brandon. I'll tell you why they're so excited for Mario Ramirez, because even though he is a tall fighter, and I'm saying he needs to keep that distance, that doesn't mean he has to fight backwards. He comes forward, he puts on that pressure, he just doesn't smother them, so each punch that he throws has a possibility of knocking you out.
Yeah, we've seen he does well to the body himself, does Ramirez. So we might see a little bit of war of those body shots here.
De Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, México, Cristian Cortez.
Christian Cortez coming in, got a wealth of experience. Not the best record, but as you said earlier, at 6-18-3.
Y de Camalú, Baja California, Mario El Güero Ramírez.
Dylan, every boxer is a performer, but not every boxer is a showman, right? It takes a certain something special, and I tell you what, when you make your ring ride to Best in Boxing on a horse, I tell you what, that's a little something special right there, my friend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wonder if he came to the venue on the horse.
I wouldn't be surprised. This is Mario Ramirez we're talking about.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing here. Very fitting as we're in this rodeo ring.
Yeah.
At the Nuevo Toreo Arena here.
Damas y caballeros, Borizteca Boxing Promotions en asociación con King Geo Boxing y GSS Global Sports Streaming y Best in Boxing presentan este cotejo pactado a 8 rounds en la división de peso super pluma. 8 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Sus 3 jueces, your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside: Francisco Pacheco, Miguel Hernández y Carlos de la Rocha. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge, su referee para este combate, Ángel Méndez. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears the Mexican colored trunks, green, white, and red. He officially weighs in 129 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo los colores mexicanos, verde, blanco y rojo, con un peso de 129 libras. He stands with 27 professional bouts. Cuenta con 27 combates profesionales representando Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco. Cristian, el temible Cortez. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears black trunks with white trim. He officially weighs in 128.5 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, con pantaloncillo color negro con blanco, con un peso de 128.5 libras. In 16 professional bouts, he stands with a record, a near perfect one. 14 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, and 4 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord casi perfecto. 14 victorias, 1 derrota, 1 empate y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Representando al gimnasio Iron Fest de Tijuana, el orgullo de Borizteca y de Camalú, Baja California, México. Aquí está el güero Mario Ramírez.
We are ready for...
And now giving the final instructions, your referee in charge. Para las indicaciones finales, su referee, Ángel Méndez. 8 rounds, 8 asaltos.
A todo momento sigan las instrucciones. Buena suerte a los dos. Toquen guantes.
Ready for this next bout, an 8-rounder. Best in Boxing, Borizteca Boxing Promotions. Global Sports Streaming, so honored and privileged and so glad to be able to bring this broadcast to you in both English and Spanish today. Got our wonderful broadcast partners to our left doing a great job of announcing this fight here in Spanish as we, Dylan and I, announce it in English so many viewers can tune into Best in Boxing and be able to enjoy great commentary as we go into this 8-round featherweight bout between Mario Ramírez in the black shorts with the white trim, taking on Christian Cortez. He is in the red shorts, the Mexican color shorts with the red, the white, and the green. Oh, speaking of those body shots, we see that right off the bat here coming from Mario Ramírez. Ramírez, as you said, he's longer but keeps good distance, and just like that, he's throwing those nice hooks to the body, but at a nice distance as well.
That's right. He's a taller, longer fighter, but he's the one that's putting on the pressure. He's just doing it in a smart, strategic way.
And again, this is an 8-rounder. As these more experienced professionals come up to bat, you see these rounds increase. More experience, usually they're going to have longer, more opportunity. But this is a first 8-rounder here for Christian Cortez and Mario Ramírez. Both these guys have a ton of experience in there, but first time going 8 rounds, so we'll see if that affects the way they approach this first round here. Good hooks exchanged.
That was a good hook body by Mario Ramírez.
I'll tell you what, I know Cortez coming in with maybe not the best record, but he's throwing some power, and when they land, you can hear him. So he does not lack power right now in this first round, scheduled for 8.
Right now, Ramírez is the one that's putting on the pressure, putting on the action. But like we mentioned, this is an 8-round fight.
Yeah, Ramírez lost his pro debut. Since then, has not dropped a single fight here. 14-fight win streak.
Good jabs by Ramírez, right through the middle of Cortez's guard. Good body shots by Ramírez as well.
Yeah, I noticed he likes to utilize those body shots. And as you said, it's nice to see people in there using them early in the fight as opposed to waiting until the middle of the fight when it might be too late to start putting in that money in the bank there with those body shots.
That's right, and he's doing it off the jab, Brandon, which is really smart. Some people like to go straight for the body, straight for the kill. Oh, you got to set it up.
Yeah, almost to make his opponent think about defense with that jab, and when he's thinking about
drop
blocking
his guard
that jab,
down there.
Then right. He's going to that body shot there. Oh, another body shot from Cortez there. Focus on Ramírez's face.
Good jab and then 1-2 body.
10 seconds left in this opening round.
Sharp jabs by Mario.
Oh, nice exchange there from Cortez, and lands a nice overhand right. A couple body shots. Looked like Ramírez almost said, oh yeah, well, eat this. Right at there to kind of put a cap on the end of that first round. Good first round, kind of, as you said, it might be or have to be here for both fighters.
Yeah, I think this is the first round that actually feels like a first round. It's both of them getting that touch, getting the feel of each other.
Yeah, in these 8-round fight, you have to treat the race a little bit different. When you're running a 400 compared to running an 800, you got to run that race a little bit different.
You got to start with a sprint.
Yeah. So it seems like both of these guys are feeling it out. And let's take a look actually at that first round here. Dylan, what are you seeing from these guys in this opening round?
I'm seeing Ramirez staying calm, staying at his distance, where he's able to duck, to dodge, and counter.
We go into this second round for a scheduled 8 in this featherweight division between Mario Ramirez in the black shorts and Christian Cortez in the red with green. Ramirez, a new father, got a 1-year-old daughter back at home. I asked him, hey, what's harder, being a dad or being a fighter? And he says, I love them both. They neither of them really feel like work, you know. It's I just do it and enjoy it both thoroughly. So he is excited. Got his second fight with the Sanchez brothers in his corner here, does Ramirez. Feels really confident. New strength and conditioning coach he said he has. And he feels like he is in tip-top, maybe the best shape he's ever been in stepping in the ring today against Cortez.
And Cortez is going to put him to the test because he is the one that's putting on the pressure now.
Good defense from Cortez, you know. Good
one, too.
As I say that, he eats a 1-2, but he blocked a nice left lead hook before that. But, yeah, not deterring. Oh, great in-counter fighting from Ramirez so far here.
And those counter shots are going to be key for him because Cortez wants to keep this fight on the inside.
And I saw Cortez nice little quarter turn angle out there after he stepped in to Cortez's range here, and Ramirez is using some good footwork, some good distance here. He's just really looking sharp so far in this 8-round fight.
I don't know if you noticed it, but a couple of combinations before, Ramirez threw a body shot that made Cortez kind of
Oh, he knocked the air out of him a little bit. That might be something that Ramirez is going to continue to try to set up, but he's eating some shots, you know. I'll tell you what. Cortez is not he's not missing the mark every time here. Every couple shots, he's landing a good hook on the face of Mario Ramirez, but Ramirez not at all wavered from these shots, continuing to fire back. Oh. Yeah. As you see, Ramirez is not your typical Mexican fighter. He uses a lot of skill, uses a lot of good footwork, a la like a Lomachenko almost, the way he cuts these quarter turns.
Right.
He can be close, but still be hard to hit, even though he's in that range of Cortez.
He doesn't just go forward like the typical Mexican style where you're putting on the pressure, throwing hard punches. He uses the side steps. He goes around you, uses feints.
Yeah, really,
real complete fighter.
Really using all these different technical aspects of the boxing game. But you see, kind of thinking a little bit of how to land here, starting to slow down a little bit as far as the nonstop output. But, you know, it's hard to slow down when you got a like Cortez coming forward with these big old hooks. Back and forth. Oh, nice three-punch combination. Hit him with a three-piece right there. But, man, is Cortez not a tough son of a gun in there?
He was able to take those punches and keep coming forward.
10 seconds left here, guys. Second round. Big shots coming from Cortez. Pushing back Ramirez to finish that second round. A little tap of respect there as Cortez walks back to his corner. Definitely excited to have everybody here. Great event here, Borizteca Boxing, King Geo Performance here. Modesto Car Toys, guys. You ready to trick that car out? You need some good audio, maybe you can throw some TVs in the back seat so your children can not bug you all the way to Disneyland when that place opens up again. You go to Modesto Car Toys and you get your car all decked out there. They'll take care of you. Game Up Nutrition, after you get your car taken care of and you need to get your body taken care of, why don't you check out Game Up Nutrition there on Instagram. And then when your body's nice and in shape, you go to Modell's Sporting Goods. You got to go to Mo's to get all your sporting good needs. And here we go, round 3 of this scheduled 8 between Mario Ramirez and Christian Cortez. It's been a really good fight.
Head clash.
But both of them seem to be affected by that. You see instantly Mario Ramirez is grabbing his face. You see Cortez leaning against the ropes, wincing in pain here. Must have been a bad cut. A mad headbutt. I don't see a cut, though. I was trying to say on either fighter, but I can't really get a good
Mario.
look.
I can't see Ramirez.
They're wiping him down. I don't know if they're just checking to see if there might be a small abrasion on the face of Mario. That would definitely be unfortunate, don't you? I hate to see a accidental headbutt cause a cut in a fight, affecting a fighter, that wasn't thrown by a punch or whatnot.
Right.
So, man, it's always unfortunate when you see that. Oh, he looks like he's really in pain over there. Referee looking attentively, trying to get a view. It looks like there has been some blood drawn. I do see blood on the rag of the cut man for Mario Ramirez. So unfortunate when that happens. Let's see how bad that cut is. Oh, remember the fight has to go 4 rounds before it becomes official. So hopefully it's not an issue that's going to prevent these guys. Let's take a look at that headbutt real quick. It looks like they're both exchanging furiously like they have been the whole round. Let's see if we can see where it happens. Oh, yeah.
It had to be there.
They're both kind of leaning in to throw punches, and they were so close that they ended up clashing heads there. Still working on the small cut there of Mario Ramirez. So unfortunate when this happens, guys. Hopefully it's not going to be an issue, and they're going to be able to continue this fight.
Hopefully, but it is important for his corner to treat that cut right now because we still have a lot of rounds left.
Yes, a lot of fight in front of him.
And I will bet you that Cortez is looking at that cut saying, okay, I have a target.
Yeah, again, Cortez, with all that experience as a professional fighter, has to be aware of the fact that his opponent is hurt. Whether it was a headbutt or not, at this point, you got to take advantage, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. You get the ref involved, you can end the fight.
It looks like they're collecting cards.
I don't see them taking off the gloves of Ramirez, so we may have hope.
Now, I'm under the belief that, if something happens before the 4 rounds are concluded.
Oh, they're taking his gloves off.
Oh, no.
I believe this is going to be a no contest.
Oh, so unfortunate. We're gonna check out a slow-mo replay so if we can maybe try to see exactly where that cut took place. Yeah, there it was. Wow, how unfortunate. It was a really good competitive fight up until that headbutt there.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan. So unfortunate to see that happen.
You know what? But I do want to give props to Borizteca for protecting the fighters. It's a small cut right now. If it would have gone on to the 4 rounds that were left, it could have, produced a much bigger injury.
Yeah, definitely disappointed. Looks like this fight is not gonna be able to play out to this 8-round exciting battle that was culminating and taking shape here.
And ladies and gentlemen, by the recommendation of the physician on ringside due to an accidental headbutt, the referee forces the bout to stop officially at 9 seconds of round number 3. Damas y caballeros, un cabezazo accidental lleva a la decisión del médico del ring para detener las acciones por medio del referee con un tiempo oficial de 9 segundos en el round número 3. Therefore, this bout is a no contest. Por lo tanto, este combate es sin decisión.
Bummer. Big time bummer here. It is about the protection of the fighters, though. You got to make sure that, things like this, very unfortunate. I'm sure both these fighters disappointed because it was shaping up to be a great fight, Dylan.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know Mario's fans are disappointed.
I'm trying
Mario, even though he is from Kamalu, he has a lot of fans here in Tijuana.
Yeah, and he again, he said he's in the great shape, maybe best shape he's ever been in. Very confident, was not worried at all, going 8 rounds for the first time. And it looked like he was, just starting to get going there. Cortez coming forward with great pressure, landing some good shots himself. I'm trying to take a look here, So, it doesn't seem like the cut is too debilitating. But, it's all about the commission protecting the fighters. You could see the sadness
Damas
on
y
the
caballeros,
face.
pronto tendremos
Both fighters.
Cristian Cortés contra el Mario Güero Ramírez número 2. Espérenla muy pronto.
Yeah, we're going to have to get these guys back in here, Dylan. There's no way this score has to be settled. I mean, these guys were just really starting to exchange big shots and feel each other's power. Looked like they were just really starting to have fun in there. I mean, I don't know how much it costs to rent the horse for the day, but I mean, you know.
The horse alone should make this fight happen again.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, guys. Hey, if it's Friday night or any night you want to look fly when you're going out, maybe having dinner with your lady, hit up Stay Sharp Barbershop, guys, and they'll make sure that they keep you looking fresh, fly as can be for any of the events you need to be looking good for. Hopefully at those events, you're drinking Pacheco tequila, guys. Tequila Pacheco 1998. Check them out on Instagram. Go check out all their great tequila products. But the best way to check it out is to take a sip here. You got KR27 Group, LLC, of course. You need that representation, guys. They're the group to go to. Also, international flavors, guys. Those are the best flavors in the Bay Area, guys. You need to spice up your next barbecue. That is the place to get all those wonderful flavors. And if you don't want to do your own barbecue, go to DJ's Tri-Tip. He'll take care of it for you. Check him out on Instagram at DJ_try_tip. DJ's Tri-Tip. He'll take care of you. If you're not feeling like Tri-Tip and you want some tacos, or maybe you want to use some of that Tri-Tip in your tacos, guys, you know, that's the place to go. Don Hugo's Tacos. He'll take care of your taco needs. And, of course, Combat Sports Collective. So many wonderful combat sports. As soon as we get going, you're going to need some representation. Guys, that's the place to check out if you need some action there. And, of course, guys, who doesn't love some pizza? Gotta check out the Pizza Factory, guys. So many locations for you to enjoy a wonderful hand-tossed pizza right there at the Pizza Factory. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for our next fight here, Dylan. We have René Téllez, Girón El Bravo taking on Guadalupe Acosta. Age advantage for Girón, he's 21 to Acosta's 27. A little bit of a height advantage, though, 2 inches. Acosta 5'8". Girón measuring up at 5'6". Identical in weights, 132 each, respectively, for both fighters. Long reach advantage for Guadalupe Acosta at 72 inches to René Téllez Girón's 66. This is a 10-round lightweight fight, and it is going to be a banger, we both suspect. What do you think the keys to victory? You got quite a reach advantage for Acosta, but maybe a power advantage for Girón. What are you thinking going into this co-main event here?
You know, Guadalupe is older, right? But I think that René Girón has a higher boxing IQ than Guadalupe Acosta. So Guadalupe has to keep Girón off of him. Now, Girón has those power shots that if you get touched by those, man, you're going to sleep.
Yeah. We've seen him in his last journey to the ring, December 2019. He knocked out an undefeated prospect in Carlos Balderas with a vicious left hook. And, you know, we're excited about this 10-round fight. Let's take a look at the rules, guys. There is no standing 8 count in this fight. No 3 knockdown rule either. Only the referee can stop the fight. Fighters cannot, I say cannot, be saved by the bell in any round. And the fight becomes official after the 4th round. And what I mean by becomes official, like in that last round, they did not complete 4 rounds. If they had completed 4 rounds, after that accidental headbutt cut that stopped the fight, they would go to the scorecards. So after 4 rounds, they can then go to the scorecards if there is some kind of issue and they cannot continue the fight. As we take a look.
De Aguascalientes, Aguascalientes. Guadalupe Acosta.
Guadalupe, El Lupe Acosta, 27 years old, making his way to the ring as he slips underneath the ropes. He has the blue shorts with the white trim. Interesting.
Got the nice socks
I
right
see
there.
Look like a cannabis leaves on his socks here, maybe representing a little bit of his recovery regimen.
Querétaro, René Téllez.
René Téllez, Girón, man.
Real cool, real calm.
Look at the hair is perfectly
Killer.
placed here. He's coming out to XX intro. I love this song. One of my favorite highlights is a highlight of Muhammad Ali. This
Muhammad
song,
Ali, of course.
You know, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's
this is
a
a great
classic.
highlight tape. He must watch it for inspiration as well. He chose this song as his walkout song. And we are excited to see. I enjoyed watching his fights leading up to the broadcast here. Very entertaining fighter. Will stand right in front of you. Exchange.
Damas y caballeros, este es el combate coestelar de esta noche. Está pactado a 10 asaltos en la división de peso superpluma. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-feature bout of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. And it's presented by Borizteca Boxing Promotions in association with King Geo Boxing and VIP, the best in boxing. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces: Miguel Hernández, Francisco Pacheco y Carlos de la Rocha. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, su referee para este combate, Ángel Méndez. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears blue trunks with white trim. He officially weighs in 132 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, con pantaloncillo color azul con blanco, con un peso de 132 libras. In 17 professional bouts, he stands with a record of 12 victories against 5 losses, and 7 of those big wins coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 12 victorias, 5 derrotas y 7 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De Aguascalientes, Aguascalientes, Guadalupe, Acosta. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears navy blue trunks with silver trim. He officially weighs in the same 132 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, con pantaloncillo color azul con plata, con un peso de 132 libras. In 50 professional bouts, he standing with a record, a near perfect one. 14 victories, 1 defeat, and 8 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord casi perfecto. 14 victorias, 1 derrota y 8 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. El originario de Querétaro, Querétaro. Y ahora representando los colores San Diego House of Boxing, San Diego, California, USA. René Téllez Girón. And now with the final instructions, your referee in charge, con las indicaciones finales, su referee, Ángel Méndez. 10 rounds, 10 asaltos.
Gentlemen, follow my instructions and obey my commands at all times. Caballeros, sigan las instrucciones, protéjanse a todo momento. Buena suerte a los dos. Good luck.
Here we go, guys. 10 rounds scheduled in this super featherweight co-main event between El Bravo, René Girón, 14-1 with 8 KOs. He is rocking the dark blue shorts with the silver trim, taking on Guadalupe El Lupe Acosta, 27 years old. Both of them orthodox fighters here coming out to share the ring. Both of them has gone 10 rounds. Neither of them is going to be in new water here, uncharted territory with this 10-round fight. They've both been there before. They say they're both ready. I asked Acosta, he's on a bit of a losing streak. He won his first 8 fights. He's lost his last couple fights. I said, what have you done to redirect course? He said, power. I've been working on my power shots. I needed more power. Been working on my strength and conditioning. I know I'm going to need to use some power to get the respect of Girón, who he knows is coming into slug. But Girón says he feels super motivated. First fight in a while, in a year. But he's been training hard, and he is excited to show that he is still in great shape. And they are already trading. Such a size advantage for Acosta, but Girón is not intimidated at all.
Size advantage, but the power is definitely with Girón. And you can see the calmness right now. Acosta feels like he has to go towards him. So Girón is making him work.
Big overhand right. Wings over the head of Acosta.
And Girón has that waist movement. He was doing fantastic with the waist movement, which is dangerous for Acosta because the more he throws, the more openings he's making for Girón.
Yeah, he is.
Like right now,
coming
he's
forward.
he's landing those soft little punches, but Girón's not worried. He's moving his head, he's moving his waist.
And I've seen this out of Girón before with that last Balderas fight. Sometimes he just kind of stands there and shows that he's willing to sit there and slip and rip punches. But once he's like a shark with blood in the water, once he hurts his opponent, and he will come forward hard once he realizes his opponent's starting to weather. But he's calm in there so far. That's a nice overhand right there, does Girón.
He's doing a great job at attacking the body.
Big
the very first punch was a jab to the body.
Big shots.
That's going to make Acosta drop his guard up top. You see him lowering his guard already as Girón continues to jab at that middle part of Acosta's body.
That can be a very dangerous thing to do, lowering those hands away from that face the way Girón throws those overhands and power shots. We've seen him put people down with a vicious left hook. It looks like he's trying to land a big overhand so far, knowing that big opponent. Is that a punch you try to land against a taller opponent, that overhand, knowing that his head's going to be way up there?
You could. It depends on
pretty.
It depends what you see the very first round.
So if you see him holding his head up high, that might be a punch that you look to try to set up with body shots.
Yeah, and if he has his guard up real tight to his face, you're gonna have to, do a little feints, hit him in the body, hit him up top till that blockade is open.
Nope, 10 seconds left here. A little pause in the action. They kind of shake. You see the power punches of Acosta don't seem, he's not turning him over quite the same way that Girón does. So even when they land, it doesn't seem to have nearly the same effect.
I don't believe those punches that Acosta's throwing right now are power shots. He's throwing them more just to throw volume, because Girón is moving forward and he's throwing those power shots real calm, real slow. But this was the first round. Now both fighters know what the other fighter's bringing to the table. So we're going to see the adjustments. In this round, we're going to see how the rest of the fight is most likely going to go.
Speaking of adjustments, what does Acosta have to do in between rounds to adjust and be more effective in the second round against Girón?
I don't think Girón respects his power, because Girón is standing there receiving, and like Acosta said, he needs more power in those shots. Right now, he needs to sit down. He's a little bit tall, and he's moving. He's using the ring, it's good. He's not receiving a lot of punches. But if he wants Girón to respect his power, he needs to sit down on him. Sit down, throw the punches, and then move.
In that replay we just watched, you saw that power punches coming from Girón. Girón looks like he's a little bit more active. Both of them look a little bit more frenetic in their pace so far here today in this second round. And we'll see. Oh, there's that overhand. We'll see if Acosta can establish a little bit of respect here from his opponent Girón.
You see how he's throwing that jab too, Acosta is?
Yeah.
He's throwing it without any weight, without pushing off the back foot. He's just throwing it. That's why Girón doesn't have respect for it.
Oh, and
he's trying to catch him.
Really ripping hard.
He's trying to catch him with that overhand right too every time he throws that jab.
Yeah, and I'll tell you. Oh, vicious uppercut from Girón, and then it follows up with hooks to the body. Another hook to the body. Oh, Girón looking real sharp, slugging away at that body. Oh, slips it when comes the uppercut. No, says Acosta. Didn't hurt me. Often means, yeah, it did.
That means it hurt.
Yeah, but look at him put his head down. He said, oh, it's a big right hand himself. It just doesn't seem to have the same pop. Again, saying that you want to throw harder shots and getting in there against a guy like Girón and throwing those harder shots can be a bit of a precarious situation there. Ooh, every shot
you see the difference in the way Acosta throws his punches. He's throwing his arms. Now when Girón throws, you see his whole body goes with him.
Yeah, you see the hips turn, you see the feet plant and turn into those punches, as where Acosta seems to be throwing more from the shoulders.
But credit to Acosta, he's hanging in there and he's keeping himself busy.
Yeah, definitely. He has lost a 10-round decision before, back in 2018, has Acosta to Enoch Paulson. So he's definitely durable. We know that for a fact. But I
don't think it's a good idea for Acosta to stay that close to Girón.
Girón, whose every shot you can hear echo through the whole arena. Especially, the lack of crowd at these events here, keeping everybody safe, being able to still promote and display high-level boxing in these crazy times by keeping everybody safe here. We're still holding these events for you guys to stream live at home on Best in Boxing, Fight Hub TV. Gotta commend the
calmness of Girón. Even though Acosta's in front of him throwing multiple punches, he's just calm.
Yeah,
he hasn't lost control. And
big shots landed by Girón.
That's what he's waiting for.
Man, I'm just at all mouth open, seeing Guadalupe Acosta eat these shots like it's nothing right now.
And this is barely the second round, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, round 2, about 10 seconds left in the second round of this exciting co-main event, 10-round super featherweight. Whoa! Boys exchanging after they hear that 10-second clap.
You see the way Acosta keeps falling forward when he throws those hard punches? He's not sitting down on the punches.
He's not turning them over.
He's not turning his hips. He's not using the weight off his back foot. He's just throwing them. So when he gets hit, he's off balance. He doesn't have the right stance right now.
Now, is it possible that he just might not possess the ability to throw the punches like that, you know? Maybe he's a numbers guy, and that's just kind of his style. And he said he's been working on the power, but you know it's hard to change your style, and it's hard to change
it definitely is.
It's like a golfer. You try to change your swing halfway through your career. It's not an easy thing to do.
Right. But like he mentioned, he needs to increase his power punches. And from what we're seeing right now, that is the case. That is the case because he's throwing multiple punches, but those are tippy taps, really.
And on
compared to what Girón is
on the
throwing,
reverse for Girón, every shot you hear blocked or landed, you can hear echo throughout the whole venue. And as we go into this third round, take a look at that action from the second round here. What are you seeing there, Dylan?
I'm seeing Girón receiving some punches from Acosta, but not worried, and him throwing the harder punches. You see that?
Yeah, and we'll see if that
real calm
third round here of this super featherweight bout. I am Brandon Kyle alongside Dylan Miranda as we call Best in Boxing, presented by Borizteca in association with King Geo Promotions here, live on Fight Hub TV. Man, been a great card so far. Hope everyone at home is enjoying this feast of professional boxing we provided here for you on this holiday weekend. Looks like Acosta's corner has kind of let him know, hey, might not be doing so good right now on the cards. We need to really start to turn it up.
Good left hook by Acosta, though.
Acosta really turning up the energy here. Looks like he's got plenty of juice going into this third round.
One thing we do have to think about is the fact that Girón has been throwing the power shots, and he's been busy. That can, he's going to get tired throughout the fight. This is a 10-round fight.
Yep. And we know Acosta is a very durable fighter. And now we see him absorb punches like that.
Yeah, but so far Acosta has been eating those punches and coming forward with his own combinations. Like that one right there, that was good 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's definitely being effective with his combination punches as far as landing. It might not be throwing with great power, but definitely hitting the mark as you see the redness of the face of Girón start to swell here on the right side.
Acosta's doing a fantastic job when he's keeping that distance and he's throwing multiple punches, keeping Girón busy. It's when he stops to take that breather inside the guard of Girón where he receives punches. But right now, he looks like he's controlling the punches.
Yeah, really changed things up a little bit. He's coming forward. They're shoulder to shoulder here. These boys are phone booth fighting now. And man, Acosta
that's a good
nice
combination right
put
there.
together by Acosta as he pushes Girón back to the ropes. Girón starting to look at him like, wow, what do I got to do to get you to back up? I'm hitting you with all these shots. That vicious uppercut body hook there by Girón.
A good body shot by Girón. And good straight jab by Girón.
But Acosta always comes back, and you got to appreciate he's answering back these shots. He's trading 2, 3 shots for one big shot. Ooh, Girón really winding up for these hooks now, Dylan.
Each one of those hooks is taking gas out of his tank.
Big right body hook, left hook upstairs, that left hook.
That had to hurt. And good uppercut by Girón as well.
Put up.
Oh, and another one.
Big time stamp on the face there. Big blood
we see
flowing.
blood coming out the nose.
Oh, that's really bad bleed going on from the nose of Acosta. He's already starting to wipe it. You can tell it's bothering him. Man, big shot landed. The blood is trickling all over the gloves of Girón as he pushes his opponent back with 10 seconds left in this third round. Oh, barely misses a big left hook Oh, my. Oh, my. What a vicious round.
What a round.
What a vicious round of boxing there, Dylan, in that third round of this 10-rounder.
And I was going to tell you before that the nose injury happened. I think Acosta has found his reach. He's found his tempo. This nose injury could change things. It's only round 4.
Yeah, very unfortunate, especially, you know, what's it like when your nose swells up with blood and you can't breathe out of your nose? Obviously, you're going to have to breathe out of your mouth, but opening that mouth is going to put you at big risk for taking damage and possibly getting knocked out if you take a big shot to the chin, right?
That's right. What Acosta has to do is do what he was doing successfully the previous round, which is throwing at a distance and stepping back when Girón tries to come in with those wide, strong hooks, because those are strong hooks, man. But he's throwing them wide.
Yeah, a couple times he missed. He feels like an inch left, an inch right, an inch up, an inch down.
That's right.
And it could be good night for Acosta, but Acosta's doing a good job of mixing length and boxing in. But that was a big shot. The nose is still just
it's still dripping
leaking
blood.
like a sieve right now. The swelling on the right eye of Acosta, swelling as well on the right eye of Girón. Man, look at Girón. Talk about, like I said earlier, he's like a little shark when he smells blood in the water. And there's definitely some blood in the water right now as we go to this 4th round of this co-main event. I'm Brandon Kyle, alongside Dylan Miranda, Best in Boxing. Bringing another great card here in association with Borizteca and King Geo Promotions. Great night of matchmaking done by Saul Rios here from Borizteca Boxing. Oh, you can hear that shot hit like a shotgun shell.
Oh, look at that hip movement by Girón.
Love that Canelo style slip and rip that Girón is employing here in this 4th round.
You see him throw that uppercut. If he gets that uppercut, it's a good night.
Yeah, and it might have been that uppercut in the last round that caused that leak.
Might have been.
You know, I know he hit him with a big uppercut and some good hooks. Not sure which one. Oh, he's knocking him around the ring like a rag doll now. Oh, big body shot. After that, left hook lands and wobbles back. Acosta wiping his nose again. That's really bothering him. Oh, my.
Oh, and the good overhand right by Girón. He's tearing him apart at this point.
Back and forth. Boxing is not a game. Therefore, you do not play boxing. This is a fight, ladies and gentlemen, and they are going back and forth.
Look at the heart on Acosta going forward no matter what.
Big heart. Big heart. Shoulder to shoulder, taking body shots, ripping back. Oh, that uppercut barely misses by Girón. El Bravo is in there smelling that blood. He's probably tasting that blood right now, too, because it's all over the place. Both fighters look like they got painted red, like they do the bulls in the arena when they have the bullfights here. Both men painted red here, but with the blood of Guadalupe Acosta.
Acosta needs to throw some uppercuts, because Girón is kneeling down to throw. He's scrunching down to throw those hard punches you see right there. He needs to catch him with an uppercut right there.
Uppercuts are coming, but they are all coming from Girón.
From Girón, yeah.
Big shots thrown by Girón this entire fight. Slips, rips a nice uppercut. Speaking of, oh, there's that uppercut.
Good uppercut.
From Guadalupe, but then eats one himself.
By Girón.
I doubt Guadalupe wants to be anywhere near uppercut range right now. His shorts are starting to absorb the blood. You can see it is leaking all over. Even the back of Girón has the blood of his opponent. So much blood. Acosta is slipping in his own blood here now. Wow, what a war these two are going through. What heart both men are showing, but man, Girón is just throwing big bombs, and hasn't been able to wobble too hard Acosta, but man, you assume one of these shots, if it lands, it's going to do some major damage, possibly put down Acosta, but showing all the kinds of heart, the mutual little displayers like, oh, big mistake I feel like Acosta just made. I saw him just blow his nose. I understand, right? When you blow your nose.
That could be an issue.
It's bad, right?
Yeah.
It swells up. It's the worst thing you can do, right? As a boxer, to blow your nose like that. Oh, he spits the blood on the gravel floor of this bullfighting arena here at Nuevo Toreo.
As we have the doctor and the paramedics checking him out.
Looks like they are checking just to make sure that they can contain this blood. I mean, there's no cut. It doesn't look like the nose is too swollen or, you know,
or move
sideways.
to either side, yeah.
Sometimes you can see that big break, and that can be a reason to stop the fight, but it doesn't look like that. They're going to take the big cotton swabs and see if they can try to control this leaking. Dylan, let's take a look at the replay of that last one. Oh, big vicious hook right there, Dylan, from Girón there.
You see the tail of the fight. Girón coming in on the inside and throwing those hard punches. Threw an uppercut right there. And he's attacking the body after the uppercuts as well.
Yeah, I like how he follows up. He either starts with the body and finishes up, or starts with the up and finishes with the body here. Very, very...
real smart fighter.
Yes, intelligent fighting there. He's a boxer, but he's also definitely a brawler. Oh, nice left hook,
good left hook by Costa.
But, man, will anything earn the respect of René El Bravo Girón? He takes a shot, comes back even harder. I hear these body shots. It sounds like a 12 gauge going off in the back whenever he lands these shots. But, man, Guadalupe Acosta will not be denied. He keeps coming forward, keeps throwing punches here. Blood or no blood, he does not care. Nose could possibly be broken. It is not deterring him from moving forward. And again, like you said, big power shots you throwing them from Girón, that might start to empty gas tanks later on in these 10-round fights.
Yeah, because you know what? Right now he's taking more and more time to come in and throw those power shots.
Maybe taking a little break in this 5th round. This is about the halfway point coming up here in the fight after this round, so maybe he's taking a little bit of a breather and knowing that, man, maybe I'm not going to be able to put Acosta out with one big shot. Maybe I need to conserve my energy. This might go a bit longer than I expected it to after I landed those big shots early. And you see Acosta, man, even though he's a much longer fighter, doing pretty good on the inside right now.
Yeah, he's staying busy. And what he's been doing when Girón puts a lot of effort on those punches, he's taking a little step back like he did right now, where he can counter and possibly put an end to the fight.
Great shots coming from both fighters here. Speaking of great shots, Global Sports streaming crew is getting some great shots of this action here at this beautiful Nuevo Toreo.
Oh, good uppercuts.
Bullfighting arena here in the heart of Tijuana. As we see these guys in the middle of the ring exchange. What bravery, I should say, for El Bravo. But, I mean, I think even Acosta's showing more bravery here, eating these shots and continuing to come forward.
Oh, yeah, and you see him with his mouth open. He's breathing through his mouth right now. I think his nose is just out of the game.
Completely plugged up at this point. You can't, expect anything else with that much blood coming out of the nose. There's no way he can breathe out of it, and if he tried to, probably would only make it worse.
Oh, yeah, he painted the entire ring with that nose. Oh, good body shot by Girón.
Guys, I feel like taking a knee after just looking at these body shots land. I don't know how Acosta stands up through all of this.
He's got the heart of a champion for sure.
Definitely showing that heart right now.
Oh, good one too by Acosta. And good body shots. He's going 1-2 upstairs, 1-2 downstairs.
Now maybe, 10 seconds left here, this 5th round. Moving on. Oh, big shot from Girón. Girón is really trying to stamp this 5th round with big shots on Acosta after Acosta had a pretty good round. Barring all of these shots he's eaten already, he's still coming forward. Still aggressive with his shots. Still willing to fight on the inside with Girón. Wow. What a fight we have. That just shows the heart of a tough Mexican fighter right there. And both fighters, but Acosta eating the shots he's eating. His corner desperately trying to wet a rag to wipe the face here.
Acosta has received some tough punches, man, and he keeps coming forward.
Oh, here's some of these exchanges, Dylan, from that last round. Those big body shots right there landed for Girón at the end of the round.
Oh, good left hook by Girón. And that's the tail of the tape where Acosta's throwing multiple punches, but Girón is moving side to side, and he throws those hard left hooks, hard right hooks.
As you were saying, yeah, that's what He needs to maybe throw a little bit more power, but I mean, he doesn't care about range at this point. You know, we assumed that much taller fighter would try to keep range, but that was out the window pretty early in this fight, as we are halfway through this scheduled 10-rounder super featherweight fight here between El Bravo, René Téllez Girón in the navy blue, the Mexico on the back of his shorts there. You see the light blue shorts for Guadalupe Acosta. 27-year-old Acosta taking on the young gun, 21-year-old El Bravo Girón.
He had a good 1-2 right there, where he jumped in, jumped out. That's what he has to do with a fighter like Girón.
Now,
1-2, boom, boom.
Would it be a good idea for Acosta to start to throw some body shots? Because he hasn't really gone to the body very much. We're halfway through here, you know, talking about trying to take the juice out of Girón. I mean, I know you might be putting yourself at risk to try to drop low against a guy like Girón, though, yeah?
Yeah, but you know what? I think he could do it if he disguises it with a combination 1-2 body.
Finish to the body.
Finish
After
to the body.
Quick 1-2.
Because he's already conditioned Girón to expect punches up top. He hasn't really thrown punches to the body.
Yeah. But I know it's difficult with a more compact fighter to land those body shots.
Yeah, because you see how he has his guard kind of low? It protects his body and it protects his head.
Yeah.
That's the benefit that he has of being a smaller,
more compact fighter.
More compact fighter.
Yeah, you do see a slowing of Girón now after all those power shots. As you mentioned, Dylan might be possibly starting to wear on the gas tank of Girón, throwing so much power early in this fight.
Of course, and that's the dangers that they have to calculate. They have to put into their own equation of how this fight's going to go. Because right now, you see those body shots, they don't have the same crisp, that same snap that they used to have.
You do hear that
And Acosta has already survived that fury, that strong Girón.
I'll tell you what, is it somewhat intimidating to hit someone with your best shot and they still keep coming forward? I mean, your mind has to at one point start to say, "What can I hurt this guy?" I mean, you know, because he's hit him with so many shots that you would assume would back him off, and they haven't yet.
Yeah, but you know what? It's been the same shots over and over, so he needs to mix them up, and he needs to disguise them. Because even though they're landing, Acosta can see them, so he can kind of smother those punches.
Prepare for the impact.
Prepare for them, and take some damage off of them.
Nice jab there from both fighters, but man, Acosta is starting to pour it on right now. He's really pushing Girón back against the ropes. As I say that, Girón is able to get himself off the ropes, and they're now exchanging in the middle of the ring. 6th round of this 10-rounder, scheduled for 10. We'll see if it goes there. The way these two guys are going, if it goes 10, geez.
I see Acosta taking the edge now.
Yeah, you see him start to turn the tide a little bit here.
Oh,
10 seconds left here in that 6th round, and you see Acosta push forward. Giron's almost fighting himself off the ropes as opposed to fighting on the ropes there. Wow, you see a deep breath from Girón. You start to see a little bit of, again, he has a look in his eyes almost of like, what do I have to do? I hit this guy with my best shots. He's still coming forward. Sometimes when a warrior has set his mind to something, as it seems Acosta has done, oh, there's that blow again as we see Acosta trying to clear his nose. Blood obviously bothering him, but not bothering him enough to deter him from coming forward and throwing bombs. Speaking of bombs, let's take a look at the last round action here. Dylan, these guys are going back and forth, but it seems like Acosta's starting to turn the tide a little bit.
Yeah, you see him taking control in this exchange. And at that distance is where he does the most damage. It's when he gets close to Girón that he takes those shots to the body, shots to the head.
Yeah, you know, Acosta probably took that round, and it might be the first very clear, round victory for Guadalupe Acosta. But they have been close rounds back and forth. But you see as the second half of the fight progresses, Acosta seems to be stealing that momentum a bit. Girón looks like he had a nice rest, though, and he's looking like he's sharp again here going in to this 7th round of a scheduled 10-round super featherweight match here between El Bravo René Téllez Girón in the dark blue shorts, light blue shorts worn by Guadalupe Acosta.
Yeah, we have to see what the gas tank of Girón is, because right now he's taking a step back, and look at Acosta staying busy, moving side to side.
I'll tell you what, both of them have been 10 rounds and experienced that before, but I doubt that either of them have done 10 rounds like this here on Best in Boxing in Tijuana, Mexico at the Nuevo Toreo bullfighting arena here. So many classic fights happen in Tijuana, and we see more classic fights occurring here today on Best in Boxing, bringing you the best in boxing during these difficult times. Free for you to stream, broadcasting in both English and Spanish. All boxing fans across the world can enjoy wonderful display of high-level, top-caliber boxing. And we see a little bit of a slowdown from both fighters here.
From both of them, yeah.
Maybe both of them starting to feel the effects of all these punches and big shots they've traded back and forth so far in this fight.
And they've both definitely earned each other's respect.
Oh, definitely. I don't think Girón had very much respect early in the fight, but you could see the eyes have changed differently, and you could tell he understands that he has one tough son of a gun in front of him in Guadalupe Acosta.
And they're exchanging right now. They're going back and forth.
A little body straight there from Acosta. Girón is way, way, way less aggressive than he has been early in the fight. You can see maybe it's starting to wear on him. He's really picking less shots here. And the shots aren't making the same sound when they land that they were earlier in the fight, Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can you get a second wind when you take a little break in between, in the middle of a fight or whatnot? We've seen many pro fighters do it before.
You definitely can, Brandon, but it's risky, especially with a fighter like Acosta that's on you. He's staying on you and he's staying busy. He's throwing a lot of punches. At any moment, any punch could end the fight. But we see Girón going after Acosta right now after hurting him with a body shot.
Maybe his little break he took the last round and a half is starting to pay off here, because you see Girón coming forward now with those big, heavy shots once again. But again, they're fewer and far between, and look, starting to miss big shots now, Dylan.
Oh, good straight right
hand by Girón. And another one. 2 in a row. Land on Acosta. Oh, and the referee doesn't even do a count. He looks one time in Acosta's eyes, and Acosta is finished with that.
What a fight.
KO victory out of nowhere.
God.
So I guess that answers my question. That little break, that little time off he took in the last round, did Girón really benefited him, because he came and he finished the job here in this 8th round. Wow. 7th round of this 10-round fight.
And as we see Girón go over there and check up on his opponent, Girón did not have respect for his fighter at the beginning. We see him checking up on him now. This is what boxing is about, man. Both these guys got to know each other inside that ring. Congratulations to Girón. Fantastic job by Acosta.
All right, let's take a look at that fantastic finish by El Bravo Girón here. What is going on? He's pushing him to the ropes and lands one big right hand, Dylan. Slips a 1-2. Whoop! Oh. And lands a second big right hand, puts him straight to the canvas. Dumbfounds Acosta with that right hand.
And you know what? It was that wide right hook hand that he was throwing throughout the fight. He finally got it to be where he was intending to put it, and it did his job.
It did its job all right. Another vicious KO victory for the up-and-coming rising star in boxing. El Bravo René Téllez Girón improves his record to 15-1 with 9 KOs. Very entertaining style, very effective style. Let's take one more look at that vicious KO victory, guys, as we see a shot of the very brave, very, very, just impressive heart of Acosta in the corner, smiling already.
That's a warrior right there.
I think he realized, he got caught, but man, he was bringing it back. It's always unfortunate to see a fighter go down like that and get hurt, but looks like he's okay now. The referee didn't take much time as we see that slow motion knockdown here. There's the final punch of the fight.
It was right on the button with the right hand.
That was a very quick, short right hand that landed right where it needed to. I'm going to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end officially with a time of 2 minutes 59 seconds in round number 7. Tenemos a tiempo oficial 2 minutos 59 segundos en el séptimo asalto. Declaring your winner by the way of KO victory. Su vencedor por la vía del knockout. Querétaro y House of Boxing, San Diego, California, USA. René, el Bravo Téllez. Y también fuerte reconocimiento para su rival de Aguascalientes, Guadalupe Acosta.
Congratulations to both fighters for stepping into that ring. Girón.
I'm here with your winner, René Téllez, Girón, as they pay respects to each other. René, wow, what a fight. Here, I'll let you get dressed here, represent your boxing club here. What a fight that was. René, it was big-time shots being traded the whole fight. It seemed like he didn't really earn much respect from you early in the fight, but later on in the fight, you had a look in your eyes like, what do I got to do to put him out? Well, we found out what you had to do, and that was land a big right hand. Was there any point in the fight where you thought to yourself, man, what do I got to do to hurt this guy?
Pues fue un rival grande. Sabíamos que iba a ser una pelea fuerte. Pero para eso nos trabajamos muy duro. No creíamos que fuéramos a llegar tan lejos, pero me sorprendió más él, la verdad, por su valentía. Quiero agradecer a Frank, a mi familia y todo mi equipo que me apoya allá en Querétaro, Fitness Sport, Jimmy Arellano, y a mi coach, Half House de Boxing. Estamos muy orgullosos de esta victoria y vamos a ir por más.
Well, we understood that he was a high volume puncher, and when he came in, we thought we would stop him a little bit earlier, but he took a shot, and he showed he was a valiant warrior. But yeah, he wants to thank his manager, Frank Espinosa, his family back in Querétaro and House of Boxing, and everybody that took part in this camp.
Yeah, that was a beautiful display of boxing. We've seen you take people out with the left hand. Now we see you take people out with the right hand. You obviously possess power in both hands. Going back to the gym now after this wonderful victory, what do you plan to work on to add to your game for your next fight?
Regresando al gimnasio, ¿qué vas a trabajar? Hacerte más mejor en el gimnasio y para otra pelea. ¿Qué piensas trabajar más?
Tenemos que trabajar más la contundencia, los golpes, más movimiento de cintura para estar más completos. Sabemos que pegada no nos falta y si sí, pues hay que hacerla todavía más fuerte para cualquier rival que nos toque.
We're going to go back. We're going to work on some head movement. You know, you understand we have power in both hands, but there's different levels to this stuff. So the object is to hit and not get hit, and that's where we're going to go back, and he's ready to start working, and with the help of Frank Espinosa, move on up the ranks.
Well, that's wonderful, guys. And what an exciting fight that was. What a great performance. Great KO victory. Guys, let's hear it one more time for your winner tonight's bout, René El Bravo Girón.
People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family, hours of road work, fighting through the pain of training. You know, people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me then, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube, where the future stars of boxing fight.
All right, guys. You got to stay sharp. You know, you're going to go out Friday night. You're going to go try to pick up the ladies at the club one day again. Stay sharp. That's how you stay sharp. Even through quarantine, still got to stay sharp. And when you're ready for that fresh dew, got to hit Stay Sharp Barbershop, guys, right there. And Pacheco, tequila, guys. It's all about having a good time safely. And you can do so with the wonderful tequila that provided by Pacheco Tequila. Check them out on IG. Got KR27 Group. Guys, anytime you need that representation, guys, got to check out KR27 Group. International flavors, guys. Spice up any of your meals, guys, up in the Bay Area, or you can order online there. Check them out, guys. Hit up international_flavors on Instagram. But if you don't want to do the cooking, you can go ahead and hit DJ's Tri-Tip and Barbecue. They'll do the cooking for you. So you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy IG DJs_Tri_Tip. You're not feeling like Tri-Tip? Maybe you were thinking about tacos. Well, check out Tacos Don Hugo. They will fulfill all your taco cravings. Check them out on IG at tacos_Don Hugo. Need some sports representation? Combat Sports representation is possible. Just got to hit up Combat Sports Collective and combatsportscollective.com. And after that fight that you have, after you get represented by Combat Sports Collective, you hit up Pizza Factory. Everybody knows after that weight cut, whole pizza sounds good. So hit up that Pizza Factory, and they will take care of you.
Well, I was supposed to fight for this same title a couple months ago, but for some reasons out of my control, fell off. So as a fighter and / promoter, the opportunity was presented, and we took advantage of the opportunity. And, now we're here fighting for the WBF International Lightweight title.
Pues es una motivación muy grande, una emoción muy grande. A mí al momento que me ofrecieron la pelea por el campeonato pues me sentí mucha felicidad y muy motivado de ir por este campeonato.
Like anybody I wanted to in the world. As a fighter / promoter, I don't want to take away this from the fans, from myself as a challenge, and I don't want to cheat nobody. So I picked Jose Luis Roa as my next opponent because he's a tough opponent. He only has one loss early in his career. Other than that, he's knocked out most of his opponents. And I'm just here for the challenge and looking to bring a great show to all the fans and to myself tomorrow night.
Pues no un error, porque aquí en este deporte la verdad pues no se sabe. Uno siempre quiere ir sobre el mejor, obviamente, para ser mejor. Entonces pues a lo mejor es la decisión que él tiene de ir con alguien bueno para calarse o ser mejor. Y entonces pues nomás me pregunto yo, ¿a poco no sé, me les haría tan fácil o algo así para elegirme como su rival?
You guys know me. I don't sit here and cherry pick, especially this stage of my career. I could have picked anybody in the world to fight in this main event and look good, but there's no fun in that. There's no challenging yourself in that. You're not challenging yourself. You're taking away from the crowd, from the fans, an awesome fight. As a fighter / promoter, my job is to get the best fights available.
Sí, así es. Venimos muy motivados y con todo para para llevarnos ese campeonato. Primeramente Dios, y pues ojalá se vaya con nosotros y sí, pues es el objetivo, llevárnoslo.
People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family, hours of road work, fighting through the pain of training. People just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me then, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube, where the future stars of boxing fight.
Making my own promotion company has been one of my goals since I started watching boxing, not fighting. But it's been one of my goals to become a boxing promoter. You know, I see a lot of these fighters, they don't have any help, any proper advice, and I've learned a lot throughout the years. So my goal is just to help out these fighters and, you know, look for that superstar in boxing, your next superstar. Being a promoter and also being a fighter and having my first event as the main event is, you know, it's off the bucket list, you know, and it's pretty dope because it's my first event. I'm able to do this as my first event. You know, it's boxing, you know, and it's a beautiful sport, and I just want to, you know, be able to showcase my talents to the world, and also as a promoter, look for fighters that don't have that opportunity. Like I said, my goal is just to look for those fighters that are very, very good, but they don't have that proper advice, and promote them as well. Personally, it's not a challenge to me promoting and training at the same time. There's 24 hours in a day, and there's a lot of things you can do. You just got to be disciplined. You just can't be, you know, half-assing it. If not, you're not gonna do well on either side. At the end of the day, not just anybody can be a boxing promoter or anything. There's a lot of fighters that have tried it and they haven't succeeded just because that's, you know, unfortunately that's all they are. They're a fighter. They don't have that business mentality. This is not my first business path in my life. I've done a lot of businesses in the outside of boxing, and but like I said, boxing is just my next path currently in my career. Huge thank you to Saul Reels for letting me co-promote with him. He's a really good friend of mine. I met him a couple years ago. He's just in it like me. He's doing it. He's trying to help out, get this exposure to people through Best in Boxing, Global Sports Network, Fight Hub. He's just trying to get all this exposure to people that don't know these fighters and possibly give them that big break in their career. Saul is a very great friend of mine, and then I'm looking forward to co-promoting this event tomorrow with them.
Wow, what an exciting night of fights it's been here in Tijuana, Mexico, and we are ready for our main event, a 10-round lightweight bout. On the line is a WBF International title between Giovanni Gonzalez and Jose Luis Roa. Gonzalez, 30 years old. 5 years younger is Roa at 25. A little bit of a height advantage for Roa, 2 inches, 5'8", to Gonzalez's 5'6". Both men weighed in at the weight limit of 135 pounds. A quite significant reach advantage for Jose Luis Roja, 69.5 inches to the 63-inch reach of King Gio Gonzalez. And we are excited about this tape. What do you think needs to happen here for each fighter to be victorious in this 10-round title fight tonight, Dylan?
Jose Luis Roya is the longer fighter. I don't know how successful he's going to be keeping Giovanni Gonzalez at a distance. We've seen him before. Giovanni, he has a good hip movement, the good in and out. I'm not sure if Giovanni Gonzalez's inside game is as good as Jose Luis. So that's the key to winning right there.
Well, let's take it to Pablo Flores and see who's going to take it.
Your attention to the center of the ring. We have a special guest, and it's sponsored by Borizteca Boxing Promotions and King Gio Promotions. Tenemos un invitado muy especial. Él es medallista de plata en las Olimpiadas de Múnich 72. He's a former silver medalist from Munich 1972 and a former world champion, ex campeón mundial, un orgullo mexicano. Alfonso Zamora.
A huge shout out to him. As we have Jose Luis Roa already inside of the ring.
He didn't want to wait for Pablo. He said, I'm ready to go right now.
From Stockton, California, USA, Giovanni King Gio Gonzalez.
He came out robed up, ready to go, but King Gio just make his way to the ring here. Seen him on Best in Boxing several times. He's a fan favorite, super exciting fighter. Can really do so many things in there. He's got good defense, good head movement, very fluid fighter. Says he'll do whatever it takes. He'll let the fight kind of dictate the style in which he fights with. Let's take it to Pablo.
It's time for boxing, and it's time to rock and roll. This is your main event of the day. Set for 10 rounds of boxing for WBF International Lightweight Championship. Damas y caballeros, este es el combate estelar de esta tarde. 10 rounds por el campeonato peso ligero internacional de la Federación Mundial de Boxeo. And it's sanctioned by the WBF president and also the Tijuana Boxing, Pro Wrestling and MMA Commission, Howard Goldberg and Carlos Labastida. Supervisor in attendance, supervisor en turno de Ensenada, Max Zúñiga Lavandera. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces de Tijuana, Baja California, Manuel Rincón y Carlos de la Rocha. De Los Mochis, Sinaloa, el doctor Román Cruz Reyes. And your referee in charge of the action, su referee para este combate, el internacional, el profesor Juan José Ramírez. Ahora bien, amigos aficionados que nos siguen a través de la señal de BIB, The Best in Boxing, Fight Hub TV en YouTube. Estamos en vivo desde el nuevo toreo Don Carlos Bowser, desde la frontera más visitada del mundo, Tijuana, Baja California, México. ¡Ajusten sus cinturones! Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. He wears black trunks with gold trim. He officially weighs in 133.5 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, con pantaloncillo color negro con oro, con un peso de 133.5 libras. In 12 professional bouts, he stands with a record of 9 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 9 victorias, 1 derrota, 1 empate y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De la ciudad que capturó el sol, la capital baja californiana, Puritito, Mexicali, José Luis Rojas. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner. He wears gray trunks with white and red. He officially weighs in 134 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo color gris con rojo y blanco, con un peso de 134 libras. In 16 professional bouts, he stands with 10 victories against 5 losses, 1 draw, and 8 of those wins coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 10 victorias, 5 derrotas, 1 empate y 8 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. From Stockton, California, USA, ladies and gentlemen, introducing con ustedes, Giovanni King Gio Gonzalez. And now with the final instructions, con las indicaciones finales, su referee internacional, Juan José Ramírez. 10 rounds, 10 asaltos. Pelea presentada por Borizteca Boxing Promotions en asociación con King Gio Promotions.
Muy bien, ya les di las reglas. Vamos a bonita. Dense la mano, vamos a la esquina, choquen los guantes y Dios los bendiga. Siempre protegidos los dos.
Here we go, folks. A 10-round bout scheduled for the vacant World Boxing Federation International Lightweight title between King Gio, Giovanni Gonzalez, in the, I guess they would be with gray shorts here with the red tassel there, taking on Jose Luis Rojas. He's in the black shorts with the gold trim. I'll tell you what, these are definitely some championship shorts these guys are wearing here today, Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
These guys knew how important this fight is for this WBF Lightweight International title.
Good jab war to start off the round.
Expect super high level from both of these guys in this fight. Tons of experience. between the two here. 30 years old is Giovanni Gonzalez. 5 years younger is Jose Luis Rojas. Rojas sitting low, squatting on that jab.
Now, one thing about that jab war that they're having is that Roa has the reach advantage. I believe it's about 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah, quite a bit of a reach advantage there for Roa.
So when they both throw that jab at the same time, Roa's landing first.
So it looks like Gio's going to have to slip his jab of his opponent to land his own jab, because he has quite a disadvantage when it comes to the reach. Gio kind of assessing the opponent's. Whoa!
Oh.
Eats a punch. There's a nice overhand right. Already starting to exchange here heatedly in this first round. Both fighters tight defense. Both gluing their hands to their head there as they come in. Gio sometimes can let those hands kind of get low and trust more his head movement than the hand defense here, but he's keeping those hands fairly high when he gets in range.
Oh, good
nice
right hand. And what I think he's doing right now is that he has the reach on Roa, so he's waiting on him to throw so he can counter. He's a smart fighter, Gio is. Look at that.
Definitely a lot of experience there from King Gio. Good jabs there from Gio. Very good jab war going on so far here with these boys.
Nice combination by Roa.
Oh, nice right hand
Good
there.
right hand.
Connects with a left hand as well does Gio. Looks almost kind of has a face of like, get back, get back. Reddening on the rose of Roa already. Very nonchalant look on King Gio's face as he moves forward.
Now we hear the crowd coming in, shouting Gio. Like we said, he's a fan favorite here at Best in Boxing, Borizteca promotion.
Oh, these boys are right in front of us, exchanging already. Back and forth, and the uppercut barely misses, but a right hand lands good for Giovanni Gonzalez. Gonzalez eat a couple shots there. Nice uppercut to the body there from Roa. Couple slips there from Gonzalez. Gonzalez holding those hands up. 10 seconds left. Opening round of this 10-round title fight. Oh, nice
good
counter.
exchange.
Great counter shots landed at the end of that round there by Giovanni Gonzalez. Really good round there, both ways there, Dylan.
And that was the first round. These guys are ready, man. They came in, took no studying, just started off with the fireworks.
I tell you what, usually there's a feel-out round in a title fight like this. That was a feel-out minute of one round, and in the last 2 minutes of the first round, both of these boys started going. And it looks like kind of similarly to fights we've seen on this card already, you see Gio kind of looking to catch a couple punches, maybe slip and land big counter shots coming back here. And maybe take a look at this replay, and we might be able to see some of that action here. The King Gio, there it is, kind of backing up, takes a shot or two, throws back.
He's receiving punishment, but he's waiting for that
opening
to counter with that overhand left, and he caught him about twice.
Giovanni Gonzalez actually began his own promotions company, King Gio Promotions. He's co-promoting this fight. His first event under his new banner here, following the footsteps of a Floyd Mayweather, fighting for his own co-promotion here. Smart businessman, said it's not his first business, owned several businesses before. He's been in the game so long, he just said, I think I could do that and do a good job of representing fighters well and putting together good fights. So he did a fantastic job helping to co-promote this fight here with Borizteca Boxing. And now he's got to take care of business, though, against a very game experienced Jose Luis Rojas, who's coming forward more aggressively in this round. Oh, was able to avoid that counter right hand this time of King Gio.
You know, I don't think Gio is too worried about the power that Roa is bringing. Based on his previous fights, when he receives a strong punch, he starts moving around using the ring. Right now, he's staying in front and exchanging.
And he said he's going to need to possibly walk into the fire here to take this title home.
Oh.
And that's exactly what he's doing, walking into the fire here as he takes a couple punches to land. Nice left hook. Left hook to the body there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez has put his head down, but Roa comes right back. Roa not backing up, not taking a step back.
Good uppercut by Gio there. as Roa tries to get another uppercut of his own.
Oh, nice right hand. Roa's putting together some nice combinations right now against Gonzalez. We're about halfway through this second round, this 10-round title fight here. Gonzalez lands a nice big right hand. Nice left hand, but he's eating a couple of shots as he's in there. These boys are right there, exchanging head-to-head, throwing back and forth.
Good left hook.
Backing up to the ropes here, taking some shots, throwing some shots back. Hook to the uppercut. Holding the head down here, a little pause in the action, slight pause. Very, very few pauses so far in these opening rounds of this 10-round title fight. Nice body shot there. You heard that throughout the arena. Non-stop action so far in this second round, Dylan. Less than a minute left here. Another good body shot lands. King Gio comes back with a right hand, left hand, uppercut.
Roa is throwing and throwing and throwing. He's putting on that pressure. But here comes Gio with a combination of his own.
Gio steps back, switch stances. I wonder if this is something he planned to do. Just briefly here, maybe to give him a different look. He's back in an orthodox stance and eating punches here from Roa. Good jab from Gio. Oh, nice hook, and then he comes back, does Gio with a right hand. Oh, a nice left hand from Gio. No, Jose hits him with an uppercut to finish the round. Wow, Dylan, I mean, I hate to say it again, but these judges have a tough scoring job in front of them. It's just so back and forth.
See, that's why I'm real happy that I'm sitting over here with you watching these fights.
Right.
I don't have to score anything because that one was tough. Although I do think that Roa took the advantage that last round.
Maybe came out, took the first step of aggression there.
Yeah, just on the output. We're having a similar view of the previous fights.
Yeah, speaking of that back and forth action, let's take a look, Dylan. What are you seeing here in that second round of this back and forth fight?
I'm seeing Acosta versus Girón.
Again, right? I was thinking the same thing there.
Roa's coming in with those furies of combinations, but every time Gio throws his combination, it's strong.
It's numbers versus power here a little bit. As you said, similar to the Acosta-Girón fight there. Both fighters ready to go. Sharing a look across the ring as the sun sets here on the Nuevo Toreo bullfighting arena in the heart of Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. It's myself, Brandon Kyle, alongside Dylan Miranda as we call this 10-round WBF International lightweight title fight, the vacant title. One of these boys will walk home a champion here tonight. Who is it going to be? Will it be King Gio, Giovanni Gonzalez from Stockton, California, as he takes on Mexicali's Jose Luis Roa.
Oh, that was a good uppercut body.
Good
by
body
Gio.
shots there from Gio. Oh, looks like Gio might have heard from his corner that he needs to put on some more mustard on those shots to start landing, and he's starting with a big overhand right there. Beautiful shot lands over the top there for Giovanni. Jose backing up to the ropes a little bit now. Looks like Gio is coming out to try to seize the advantage here in this third round here, a minute in to this 10-round title fight.
Oh. Good job by Roa keeping busy, though. He was definitely hurt with that previous punch.
Yeah, definitely did a little bit of a wobble there, but looks like he's refocused. Doesn't look too at a loss here. You can see his eyes still focused, but you could tell he's being a little bit more considerate of the power of Giovanni Gonzalez right now. Oh, slips a punch and lands 3, 4, 5, 6 punches in a row.
Good job by Roa by using the jab to set up those combinations.
Saw a big exhale from Giovanni after that long combination landed by Roa. Misses barely with that right hand. Does Gonzalez. Gonzalez's hand starting to stay low. Earlier in the fight, they would come up to his forehead as he got closer to Roa. Now he's just kind of keeping him down, closer to the chest-waist area. Looking to utilize more head movement, I assume. Try to land some big shots here. Oh, speaking of big shots, here comes Roa landing big shots against Giovanni in the ropes of his own corner here.
Good body shot by Gio. They're exchanging.
They are definitely exchanging that. Both of them kind of high belt line, so those body shots seem to be landing over there on that belt line. Oh,
good 1-2 by Giovanni.
With that lean back, comes forward with the 1-2, looked real good. Oh, here's
Oh,
Gio
another
turning
right
it on.
hand.
20 seconds left here in this third round. Oh, barely missed that left hook. Kind of landed on the top of the head there for Gio.
Good right hand by
slipping.
Gio.
Gio ripping, using that head movement, hands down. Gives him a little touch at the end, almost as a joke there. They laugh as they walk to their corners. Really, really exciting fight in this main event so far here today, Dylan.
That's right. I'm at a loss for words right now. That final fury had Gio coming back, but I don't think it was enough to take that round. I'm going to tell you something. I cannot believe that it's barely round 3.
It feels like they're more than halfway through already the way they're throwing right now.
Oh yeah, and this is a 10-round fight. You start seeing some exhaustion already on the faces of both fighters.
Yeah, a fight like this you can see as we look to the corner right now of Giovanni Gonzalez. Deep breaths being taken here. Now, when you're in the corner, Dylan, do you like a corner that gets fiery about it as you see these guys go back and forth here as they exchange? And there's that body shot there, and another one there, right hand from Gio slipping at the end of that round.
I mean, they exchange punches right there.
Now, I say Gio's corner doesn't really tell him much, at this point in his career, There's only so much you can say to really fire up a fighter. He obviously knows what he needs to do in there. And so here he goes, starting to throw some more heat, pack some more punch in those leather gloves. Does Gonzalez. He's trying to start faster in this round. Misses a big hook and then took an advantage of by Roa afterwards. Roa has some nice short shots on the inside. Oh, there's that big right hand. There is that big right hand that Gio's been looking to land all night. Likes to slip it and rip it. Looks like he's starting to get loose in there. Really start to feel himself is Gonzalez.
He's definitely starting to look more comfortable inside the ring. Just can't get too comfortable.
Not against the opponent coming forward like Jose Luis Roja. Because Roja will take advantage, as we saw in that last round, with combinations.
And right now he's not staying off of Giovanni. He's keeping him busy.
Yeah, I tell you what, great output so far.
He can tell that Gio's tired. That's why he's coming in. He's smelling that blood in the water, and that was a good uppercut right there.
Yeah, but Giovanni, a crafty veteran, like he was doing in that last round, and sometimes he kind of plays possum a little bit. Maybe lulls his opponent to sleep to come in and then comes back with the 1-2. So Roa has to be cautious while moving in. He's got to do it smartly because as we've seen in these previous rounds, Gio will kind of fade back and then come with a big shot over the top.
And that's part of the fight game too. Baiting, let them come forward, pretend.
And you definitely see the art of war being displayed here with these high-level, vastly experienced fighters. You see the tactics start to be employed as they come back and forth here in this fourth round of this scheduled 10-rounder.
Successful combinations by Roa, and those are the long punches that I want to see him throwing. Combinations at a distance, and then you step back, just like that.
Good combinations from both fighters here. Looks like you're right, Giovanni might be starting to tire out a little bit. He said he's in great shape for this fight. He said he is probably had the easiest cut he's ever had in his career, so he feels good. But big shots again as we talk about him maybe fading. Here he comes, and maybe that's just knowing it's 30 seconds left in this fourth round here, and knowing that if he can put a stamp on the end of this round, he might be able to steal this round because it's been kind of a lackluster round early, but now they are making up for it in these last 30 seconds.
And it's back and forth. They're exchanging combinations here.
Nice hook over the top. But Roa comes back with a cross, lands a little bit of a overhand right and another overhand right as they blow that 10-second whistle there. Little bit late on that whistle as it directly preceded the bell there. You see Gio spit, look down at the ground, take a deep breath. As we look in the corner of Roa, looking pretty calm and poised in there. Looking in the corner of Gonzalez, looking a little bit more taxed from this back and forth battle.
I mean, every time that Giovanni Gonzalez is throwing punches, those are hard punches. Whereas Roa over here is throwing multiple combinations, just not with the same strength that Gio is doing.
Yeah, I know, and that makes it tough because some judges, they might be looking at who's throwing more and landing more. Some judges might be saying who's landing the harder shots. So it's difficult to say how this fight is going on the scorecards because it's two different styles of scoring here.
Right.
And really it is, that's why we have 3 judges, and that's why we go to this replay here and see these different styles go back and forth. Big shots landed by Roa, but big shots also being landed with a little bit more strength and power from Giovanni Gonzalez. Giovanni starting to dance a little bit around the ring, maybe going to start using a little bit more of that in and out movement you mentioned that he does possess here.
Oh, and he's real good at that. You see that? Just came in with the straight right, moved. Gio's a crafty boxer. He's a smart boxer.
Yeah, very tricky. Yeah, you
see that? He's waiting for that counter.
He's
waiting for that counter.
Almost trying to time the shots of his opponent so he can come back with big shots. But man, he didn't avoid that shot. That right hand there by Roa. Roa is chasing him down instantly as Giovanni moves. Roa is chasing him down, looking to throw more combination. Nice
good body shot by Gio.
I tell you, every time Gio has an opportunity, he's taking what he can get. But then, as soon as he gets something on Roa comes right back with multiple punches, lands a multiple punch combination. They trade body shots there. Oh, nice body shots coming back from Roa. Oh, great boxing match so far here today, Dylan, with these 2 high-level professionals vying for that WBF International lightweight title on the line. 5 rounds into this 10-round fight here. Halfway through this 5th round. About halfway through this fight. Yeah, Dylan, you know, Rojas is seeming to find success in this round. What is he doing to be able to score these punches against Giovanni?
Roa's having success on Giovanni because Giovanni is waiting in front of him. And Roa, whenever Giovanni tries to move around, he's on him. He's chasing him. But he's not just chasing him without being in action. He's throwing those fast combinations. Oh, got him with that.
Lands a big uppercut right there.
That was a strong right uppercut. And he's still throwing punches, whereas some boxers like to throw a hard punch and then they wait. He's staying busy. He does not let Gio think. And that's important for a boxer. That's important for a boxer like Giovanni, who's smart and likes to move around and does his tricks and combinations. Don't let him think.
Don't let him have time to set things up, to set traps. You just constantly throwing on him and make him defend. He doesn't have time to do too much thinking here. And you can see this is slowly starting to turn into a slugfest back and forth for this WBF lightweight title. So yeah, what is Gio's job or role now to be able to counteract these constant onslaught of Roa?
Right now, Gio has to stay calm. You know, not get into a panic with all these punches and hit him with a strong punch.
And
there you go. Came back with a combination of his own.
It seems like Giovanni is very aware of where they are in the round. He's coming strong in the last 30 seconds, but it seems like he might be giving away the first 2.5 minutes of these rounds, which is going to make it really difficult to score here.
Right. Roa so far is coming in, throwing his punches, and Gio hits him with a strong punch. He'll take a little step back, and then he comes back in. So what Gio needs to do is hit him with that strong punch and follow up, not let him go. Because Gio is hitting him with that strong punch, Roa backs away. Gio takes that as an opportunity to breathe. Don't breathe. Stay on him. Take the breath away from Roa and implement your game plan.
Yeah, we'll see if Giovanni can do what you're talking about here as we go to this replay. And you see Giovanni trying to get more aggressive, throwing those hooks to the body. But Roa, as you said, comes right back on him.
And it's the tempo of the punches. Whereas Gio goes 1, 2, Rojas 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, you can see a little bit faster combinations coming from Roa. More punches and bunches, but Giovanni landing big shots when he has the opportunity. We'll see if Gio can maybe add some more volume to these attacks here and counteract the high volume punching of Jose Luis Roa. We are 6th round into this 10-round WBF Light International title fight here between Giovanni Gonzalez in the gray and white shorts as he takes on Mexicali's Jose Luis Roa. He's in the black with the gold shorts. Both fighters have shown some great skill here, but you see that heart of Roa coming out right now as he comes forward.
Yeah, as we started off where they were at a distance, Gio tends to have the advantage there as he moves around, comes in, hits you, and he moves around like that. When he stops, when he lets Jose, start teeing off, that's when he finds himself in issues. He cannot stay in there and trade with him. He's a smarter boxer.
Yeah, but Roa's got such a length advantage.
And he doesn't leave him alone.
Yeah,
Man.
He's not letting him think. He's not letting him move. He's not letting him breathe. And that might be a problem as this fight wears on. You see deep breaths coming from King Gio in between rounds. I don't see Roa breathing very deeply in between rounds. Seems very relaxed in between rounds. So we'll see who kind of has that endurance advantage as we go into these later rounds. Again, this is round 6 of a scheduled 10-round main event we have here for Best in Boxing Borizteca Promotions in a...
good right hand by Gio.
Nice round for Roa. So far, he's starting to really pour it on here as Gio lands a punch, and then Roa comes back with 10 punches.
Gio's got to throw an uppercut and move. He has to use that in and out movement that he's so good at. As he moves around to the center of the ring.
Oh, nice. There's that uppercut you're looking for.
Good uppercut.
Oh, starting to use that head movement to slip the straight punches there of Roa is Giovanni Gonzalez.
And he's great at that, especially at that distance. He's in front of you, but not too close. It's when he lets Roa into that inside game right there where there's issues.
And he's definitely has issues getting inside here.
Oh, and we see Roa starting to use some in and outs. Side steps as well.
Roa really demonstrating several different skill sets he possesses in that boxing ring here tonight. This is a big fight for both of these fighters. Winning that international title from the World Boxing Federation. WBF World Boxing Federation international title fight here on the line, guys. Both these guys know how important this fight is for their careers, and you can see them laying it out there tonight as we move into the evening and the sun sets on the beautiful Nuevo Toreo Arena here in the coastal border city of Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, a hotbed of boxing for many, many years. Fortunately, able to do this wonderful fight outdoor arena. Everyone staying as safe as possible. Everyone masked up outside, sanitizing the ring in between each match, taking all precautions necessary to make sure we provide the safest environment for these high caliber professional boxing matches. As we take a nice shot of that beautiful town of Tijuana, and then a nice look at these guys going back and forth in that last round, trading shots. Gio takes a right hand there. It's just the numbers, it seems like,
the numbers.
The numbers are just starting to add up slowly for Roa.
Yeah.
As we move into this next round of this scheduled 10 here. We'll see if Giovanni kind of changes things up and turns it up. More of the same might not be enough to take that title home tonight. Starts off with the jab here. 7th round, scheduled 10. WBF International lightweight title.
I'm seeing a lot of headshots right now, but they're not, I hope they're not forgetting about the body.
I don't think it'll be very long, but a nice right hand from Gio. Gio's starting to hit the gas a little bit. Maybe realizes he might have given some rounds away to Roja. Roa staying true to the task, though. Slips a big right hand from Gonzalez.
I like that movement by Gonzalez. He's in there, he's in front of him, he's throwing combinations, but then he moves. That's when he looks phenomenal, man. He goes in there, hits you, doesn't get hit, just like that. And he's smiling, he has fun.
Yeah,
It's on the inside game where Jose is taking the advantage.
Definitely looks like Gonzalez is giving Jose Roa a little trouble this round. He's doing things a little bit different. He's more active. He's more in and out, sticking that jab more. Maybe
Right, that's Gio. That's Gio right there. In, out, loose, real calm.
maybe he feels like he wasn't doing that enough. Maybe his corner told him he needs to get back to Gio Gonzalez boxing, and that's what he's doing so far. And it looks like he's providing some issues here for Roa.
Oh, good right hand by Giovanni.
Landed big shots again. Bang, bang, bang. He goes throwing big power shots. Is Gonzalez. Definitely some confusion almost on the face of Roa. Almost looking like, what happened here? I was cruising along. Now all of a sudden I'm eating power shots left and right.
Oh, yeah.
And missing shots.
Seems like Giovanni found his tempo.
Corner Roa encourages him. Vamos, vamos, they yell. Oh, looked like there was a
little bit of confusion there.
Yeah. Gio looked at the ref as if he should have stopped the fight. Now Gio kind of balling up here. Maybe got hurt by something there, Dylan. I don't know. I didn't see it, but
I didn't see what could have hurt him, but he looks.
Definitely looks like he got hurt by something. Not sure if it was a punch or maybe a headbutt, but Gonzalez looked at the ref for help, and the ref said fight. And now he looks like he's on the ropes, and around that he looked like he was really starting to take over the round there, was Gio early. And now, with 20 seconds left in this 7th round, you see Roa pushing Gonzalez back to the ropes. Gonzalez, it looked like something just took it out of him. Maybe it was a low blow, he thought. But man, Gio does not look like he did in the beginning of this round at all. But there he goes, back with the big bombs. Don't look very technical, just kind of throwing away there. Interesting into that 7th round, Dylan.
And we have to see that
possible replay.
That
if we
replay, because I
yeah.
did not see what it was.
Me either.
Giovanni was controlling the whole round.
Right,
he looked fantastic.
And then all of a sudden, something happened. He looks at the referee and almost as if to say, aren't you going to take some time for this? And then the referee just said, go. And Gio looked like something bothered him big time in that round.
It could have been a low blow. We don't know.
Yeah, or maybe a body shot that landed and Gio thought it was a low blow or was trying to get some time from the ref, for a low blow. But definitely is looking pretty tired in that ring right now as his corner wipes him down, ices his forehead, and gives him instructions.
I don't know if that last 20 seconds was enough to give Jose Roa the round.
So we're going to take a look at the replay. Maybe we can see what happened here. I don't see anything illegal or foul happen. Maybe took a hard shot and was just trying to use some crafty veteran moves to get the referee to give him a break. But
it could be there was no definitive punch that said that's what hurt him.
Well, here we go. They are back in it. It is the 8th round, guys. It's myself, Brandon Kyle, alongside Dylan Miranda as we call this 10-round title fight. And these boys understand how important these last 2 rounds are as you see them exchange. Giovanni Gonzalez with his back to the ropes, trying to push back. Jose Luis Roja trying to defend that forward pressure that Giovanni's starting to apply here.
Giovanni might still be tired. He might still be hurt because he's putting pressure, but he's hugging.
Like a leaning pressure more than a punching pressure.
Good body shot by Gio, though.
You know Gio's game. We've seen him before. He's got no quit in him whatsoever, but neither does Jose Luis Roa. Complaining about that headbutt.
As they bump heads.
Well, you see Gio starting to kind of come in and try to use that head to push back. They're getting real dirty boxing heavy here as they go shoulder to shoulder, head to head. Oh! Nice slip and rip there from
Good counter
Gonzalez.
right there.
Getting a little bit sloppy here as these boys start to fatigue from this big-time back-and-forth boxing war that they've both seemed to committed to now fully. Nice uppercut there on the inside from Roa. Gio pushing forward, slipping. Gio forward and ripping. Heart starting to come out now. You can start to see it beating in their chest. You see a little blood forming on the nose there. Look, a little trickle starting to happen. I'm not sure if it's blood from Gio that's wiping off, or if it's blood from the nose of Roa. But I definitely see someone is leaking here at this moment in the 8th round.
I believe that's Roa that's bleeding out of his nose.
So maybe a good shot landed, but you do see the fatigue start to set in these championship rounds coming up here.
Oh, good uppercut by Roa. And Roa non-stop combinations.
Roa obviously in great physical condition to be able to continue to throw combinations like this after eating big counter shots, coming back. Oh! Big shot from Roa over the top as Gio lands a body shot. Gio starting to kind of wing and ding these punches, not finding the mark as often as they were earlier in the fight. But I think he understands how important it is to really show that he is the aggressor in these last 2 rounds. As you see him come forward, take shots to give shots. You start to see the blood trickle again from the nose of Roa as he wipes it down here.
Good jab work by Roa, keeping Gio at a distance.
10 seconds left.
We go.
8th
jab.
round here. Big overhand misses from Gonzalez. Gio just keeps throwing, keeps throwing, keeps throwing. Whoa!
Whoa.
That was kind of late there, but they both smile about it. It was almost as if Gonzalez kind of poked it out there, missed it on purpose, you know?
It's boxing.
Yeah,
they know.
They're
They
playing in there. Yeah, you know the difference between someone trying to play around and someone trying to really hurt you. And that was definitely just a little play around pop shot from Gio Gonzalez, but boy, does he look tired going into the 9th round. 2 rounds left here in this scheduled 10-round bout for a vacant World Boxing Federation International lightweight title between Giovanni Gonzalez, King Gio, taking his foray into promotion world as King Gio Promotion co-promotes this with Borizteca Boxing. It's myself, Brandon Kyle, alongside Dylan Miranda for Global Sports Streaming, Best in Boxing. Man, what a fight as we go to this replay right now. What are you seeing there, Dylan?
I'm seeing Roa throwing multiple punches. Right now, Gio threw a combination, try to stop that. But it's been the same as the entire fight.
Little wink from Giovanni to Roa before the bell rings to start this 9th round here. 2 rounds left in this 10-round fight. We are excited to see what's going to happen in these final 2 rounds as Giovanni Gonzalez dances around the ring. Does a little shoulder shakes, trying to land shots. You see the focus in both fighters' eyes as they know how important this fight is, not just for tonight, but for the rest of their careers. This is a huge opportunity to become the international lightweight WBF title holder.
You see when Gio starts to get loose and comfortable like that, that's when he's dangerous. He'll hit you with a punch that you don't see coming, and down you go. But Jose Luis keeping that pressure throughout the whole fight.
Absolutely, man. What great conditioning Roa is kind of exemplifying here in these later rounds. Still throwing, hasn't really reduced his output whatsoever. Does a little turn and push. Gio back, hands up, starting to show some fatigue on his face here. But man, still throwing big, heavy shots. Oh, speaking of big, heavy shots, nice right hand there from Roa lands, and then a nice left hand. Oh, these boys are in the middle of the ring throwing leather.
Those are good punches by King Gio right there.
Yeah, you can hear them pop ringside here as they land. Oh, another big right hand. King Gio starting to land some power shots here. Maybe Roa starting to slow down a little bit here. His head movement, his defense is starting to falter somewhat here as Gio lands these huge shots coming on him. Triple. Oh, uppercut.
Good combination by Roa.
Roa throwing.
And
Feels
you know
like
what?
that is his key to victory, and he's obviously committing fully to throwing those major combinations there, Dylan.
You were saying Roa was starting to slow down. Maybe he's not hitting as hard as he used to. Giovanni needs to capitalize on that and throw more punches. He needs his output to increase. Because the hard punches are there, like that straight right. He just needs to have more of them.
I tell you what, though, Rohan almost like
those body shots by Rohan.
Just constantly.
Another
That body shot started to put a little bit of damage there. So Gio feels it and says, oh, you got a body shot. Well, guess what? I got some headshots here for you, but he's eating shots. And he pushes back to the ring, and the ropes are holding up. Rohan right now, as you hear the crowd.
He got him with a 1-2.
And now Rohan's coming back on Gonzalez. Gonzalez is just, oh my God, almost hypnotized in there.
Gio
just
with the
throwing with ill intent with every punch. Wow, what a round, the best round of this fight so far, Dylan.
And we still have another round.
We have another round.
We still have another round.
That felt like the end of the 10th round.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I don't know who to give that round to.
Man, when I think Gio has nothing left in the tank, he gets hit with a major body shot. You could tell it bothered him. And so what's he do? Bites down on the mouthpiece and throws bombs.
Both these fighters are warriors. That's why Gio has become one of a fan favorite here in Best in Boxing.
We take a look at the exhausted Giovanni Gonzalez. He looks exhausted right now, but I guarantee you when that 10th and final bell rings, he's going to come out throwing bombs, and I expect nothing less from Rohan in this 10th and final round too. Little smile from the corner here of Giovanni Gonzalez, King Gio.
Este es el round número 10, el último round. Ladies and gentlemen, this is round number 10, your final round.
Oh, here we go. Here's that exchange right there, Dylan. Look at them go back and forth. Big bombs landing for Gio as he...
And like we mentioned before, bar fights, that's what that's looking like.
We got another bar fight on our hands here in the form of a professional boxing match because these boys are going back and forth nonstop in that last round, and is the 10th and final round, guys, of this World Boxing Federation International Lightweight title fight between King Gio, Giovanni Gonzalez in the gray and red. He's taking on Mexicali's Jose Luis Rojas in the black and gold, and they've gone back and forth the entire fight. This 10th round has started off the exact same way as they ended the 9th. Non-stop action. Both corners.
Rohan hurt Gio with a punch.
Telling their fighters to come forward.
He's teeing off on Gio right now. Gio needs to get off the ropes.
Gio's trying to recover, and he does this. He wades and waits, and then boom, throws big shots. And you look like Gio's just trying to pull back the arrow on a big flurry every time he's waiting.
You can never count Gio out.
Never count Gio. The way he throws, the craftiness in which he lands big shots. But man, Rohan looks like a Terminator in there, will not be denied, keeps coming forward, eating shots and throwing. He trades 3-4 shots for one big shot, and that might be making the difference in this fight right now, Dylan.
It could be. Like we said, it depends on how the judges are going to view the fight.
As the fighters square off in the center, they go back and forth again. Gio, not sure if he's just kind of waiting for the second half of the round, but he doesn't have much time left if he's trying to stamp this 10th and final round. There's about a minute left in this title fight, guys.
Oh, that was a good shot by Jose.
We will see who is going to.
Good one, too, by Gio.
Cap this fight off with a flurry here as Rohan comes forward, throwing punches. Gio throwing big counters. Gio back to the
fighting
ropes.
Off the ropes.
Pushes him back again. They're back in the center. Whoa, big left hand lands for Gonzalez.
Exchanging in the middle of the ring.
30 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a war for this vacant WBF lightweight title. Giovanni coming forward, eating shots. Jose, constant output. 10 rounds of constant punches. Here we go, 10 seconds left.
Oh.
You know they're gonna let it all out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Giovanni. Oh.
What a fight.
What a fight as the crowd stands and applauds. Wow, wow, wow. The referee collects the scorecards from the judges as they tally the score to see who will be the next World Boxing Federation International Lightweight Champion. Will it be King Gio Giovanni Gonzalez out of Stockton, California? Or will it be Jose Luis Rojas fighting out of Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico? As we...
I'll tell you one thing.
Wait for the judges.
Whoever comes out being the winner, I don't think anybody at home is going to be able to complain.
No, about the whole card.
The whole card.
No one's complaining. It's wonderful stream brought to you by Global Sports Streaming. And let's take a look at that 10th and final round here as these boys just let it all out here, Dylan. Big shots landed by both fighters the entire fight. Nice uppercuts landed.
See Rojas with that output.
Non-stop. It seemed like he was just 10 rounds. Back and forth. Big shot misses barely there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez obviously exhausted at the end of this fight. And that was the end of the 10 rounds there. As these guys go to the judges' scorecards to render the decision, I'm going to join the fighters and Pablo Flores in the ring as he announces the winner of this 10-round international title fight.
Shout out to Borizteca Boxing, King Gio Promotions, Global Sports Streaming, and Best in Boxing. As we wait for the results of the fight, congratulations to both these fighters. As we hear the cheers from the crowd. And above all, respect. Respect from both fighters. As we take you to my partner inside the ring, Brandon. And a quick shout out to Borizteca Boxing, King Gio Promotions. Fantastic fights tonight, from previous past champions to new champions and debuts. Like my partner said, we had a mixture this fight. It was exciting from the start. We even had a white horse. Thank you to Mario Ramírez. As we view the replay of King Gio versus Jose Luis Roa, exchanging in the middle of the ring. That's what this fight was. A good back and forth. Are the judges going to go for the numbers? Are they going to go for the power shots? We don't know. As we take it to Pablo Flores inside of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has gone the distance of 10 rounds, and now we go to the judges' scorecards. Damas y caballeros, este combate se va la distancia de 10 asaltos, por lo tanto tenemos la decisión de los jueces. No sin antes un fuerte aplauso, big round of applause for two warriors, King Gio Gonzalez y el Mirus Roa, por este gran combate. El juez, Judge Juan Manuel Rincón, he scores it 97-93, 97-93, en favor de González. Carlos de la Rocha scores it 97-93, 97-93, en favor de Roa. And Judge y el juez Román Cruz Olais had the scores of 98-92, 98-92, for your winner by the way of split decision. Su vencedor por la vía de la decisión dividida. And he is the new World Boxing Federation International Lightweight Champion, el nuevo campeón internacional de la Federación Mundial de Boxeo, Puritito Chicali, José Luis Elmirus Rojas. And also big round of applause. También el reconocimiento para su rival, Giovanni el King Gio Gonzalez.
Congratulations to Jose Luis Rua on becoming the new WBF International Lightweight Champion.
I'm here with your winner, Jose Luis Rojas, as he smiles for the camera after a big victory. Congratulations on a great fight. It looked like it was numbers versus power shots. You just had a great output throughout the whole fight. Non-stop pushing and punching. You were eating some big shots, but you didn't let it deter you. Was that the game plan, to come out there, establish your length, and just continue to put numbers on Gio in this championship fight tonight?
Sí, pues, dependiendo cómo nos sintiéramos iba a ser nuestra estrategia. Nosotros somos fajadores 100%, pero pues miramos que iba puro para adelante, pues decidimos boxearlo, movernosle y tirar bastantes golpes para poder ganar.
Yeah, we had a strategy. We know that Giovanni, he always goes forward, but we decided, although because he's a strong fighter, we decided to box him.
Yeah, there were times in the fight where it seemed like Gio would start to fade, and maybe you were starting to smell that if you pushed, you might be able to finish him. But then all of a sudden, he would come back with these strong flurries of punches and kind of get you to have to step back again. Was there any time where you thought, oh, he might be starting to crack, and he surprised you coming back with such strength?
Sí. No, sí hubo momentos en los que yo decía, ya lo voy a tumbar, y no, pues no sé de dónde sacaba fuerzas que seguía, es muy aguerrido. Igual esos peleadores me gusta tener peleas duras y pues ahí estábamos, nos presionó, nos hizo un poquito para atrás, pero regresábamos también con todo.
Yeah, there were certain moments that I was about to knock him out, but all of a sudden I was thinking, where did this guy has so many power to come back? So, but we keep on going and we outbox him and we got the decision.
Yeah, this is a big victory. You are now the World Boxing Federation International Lightweight Champion. That's got to be a great feeling for you. Is there anyone you want to thank? You've had a nice career so far, and this only getting better. Anyone you want to thank out there for helping you in your career so far to date?
Pues muchas gracias a mi madrecita que está aquí, a mis amigos de aquí de la Colonia Progreso de Mexicali, aquí entrando, aquí bajando de aquí de la Rumorosa, aquí estamos luego, pues gracias a ellos que están aquí, fueron los únicos que vinieron, y toda mi gente que me está apoyando allá en Mexicali, todos están viendo esta pelea y miraron que fuimos campeones, y pues muchas gracias a mi gimnasio, mi entrenador, aquí está Jaime Rogerio, que era mi esquina, aquí estábamos desde el viernes, me acompañó, tengo apenas 2 peleas con él y hemos trabajado muy excelente. Pues gracias a todos mis patrocinadores también que traigo aquí en el traje, los presenté antes de subir al ring. Pues muchas gracias a todos y a ustedes, a la promotora esta que nos brindó pelear en esta función.
Big shout out to my mother. She's here present. A few of my friends also did the trip from Mexicali to my gym. My trainer, Gerardo, he was with me the whole time since Friday. To all my fans, my friends who are supporting and are watching this streaming, I would like to thank the promoter, Borizteca Boxing Promotions, and I'm really happy to be the new champion.
Yeah, and let's hear it for your new WBF International Lightweight Champion, Jose Luis Rojas. And we're here with the loser of a very close decision. Gio, we were talking ringside while we're watching the fight, how judges judge the fight. Some judges look at numbers of punches and connects. Some judges look at the power that the punches land with. It seemed like it was a battle of that tonight between you and Jose. How do you feel about the decision tonight?
It was a close fight. I don't take nothing away from him. He was a really good, tough fighter. Reminds me of Barrera. Just fucking fires back. He can take a punch. I heard him twice to the body. I have no idea how he didn't go down. Caught him upstairs. Don't get me wrong, he caught me a couple of times too, but I was never hurt too, like, oh shit. I caught him a couple of times where he should have gone down, but he took it very well. It was a very close fight, but, you know, I keep it real. He won the fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really close fight. It seemed like you came out, and it seemed like you thought that your power would kind of intimidate him a little bit more early in the fight. And you stuck with that tactic. We talked about it before the fight, how, you know, you're going to have to adjust in there possibly and do whatever the fight dictates. And it seemed like there was a point where you realized, like, oh, maybe I need to box a little bit more, use my in and out movement. I was talking with Dylan Miranda, my co-host. He was talking about how you're so good at that, but you didn't really seem to employ that until later on in the fight. Is that something that you wish you might have wanted to start doing earlier in this fight, maybe using more movement as opposed to try to stand there and really hurt him with power shots?
You know, as a commentator outside is different than being the fighter. I understand what you're saying, but I changed my style in there a couple of times actually, and I did figure it out, but I think it was the fourth round. But when you do that, that takes a lot of energy from you because, you know, you're moving and you're hitting and everything, you know. It's just a very hard style to change your style from Mayweather to Maidana to Rios. You know, it's just, I changed my style multiple times into that fight. And like I said before the fight, I could have picked anybody I want, but I picked him because I like to give the fans a good fight.
Speaking of giving the fans a good fight, we were talking about that win or lose. Every time you step in this best in boxing ring, you make more fans here, and you did the same thing here tonight. Congratulations. Congratulations on being able to co-promote this with King Gio Promotions. You did a great job, and we can't wait to see you back in here again. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, final thank you or goodbye to before we close the night out here?
Yeah. It was awesome doing this. I've been doing this since I was 15, but I'm done.
You're going to hang up the gloves here right now, Giovanni? This is the last fight we're going to be able to see you here. Do your thing in the ring.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Gio, it's been a great career. You've made so many fans. We love watching you fight. We love it that you're still going to stay in the game with King Gio Promotions, man. It was a great final fight. Congratulations on a great career, guys. Let's hear it for the last time for King Gio, Giovanni Gonzalez.
People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family, hours of road work, fighting through the pain of training. You know, people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me then, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube, where the future stars of boxing fight.
Well, Dylan, what a night of fights, culminating with that world title main event there for that WBF Intercontinental title. It was a tough ending, though, to see a fighter in there pouring his heart out as Giovanni Gonzalez retires. Like, will be his final fight in his career. What did you think about that retirement statement and the last performance that we're going to see here, Best in Boxing, of Giovanni Gonzalez?
I think it was an honor to be able to sit here and watch the final fight of Giovanni Gonzalez. Like I mentioned, Giovanni is a fan favorite. He's a fan favorite for a reason. Every single fight he brought out, he left his heart in there. I feel honored to have been able to comment on his last fight.
I feel honored to be able to host that interview where he retires. I tell you what a great night of fights. That title fight at the end, our co-main event was an awesome fight as we see René Girón finish a really tough Guadalupe Acosta. I don't see anyone stopping him in the future. He's only rising in the sport of boxing. What would you say was the performance of the night? Was it that Girón knockout?
I have to give it to him. Yeah, that was a back and forth fight. I didn't know who was going to win that fight, so seeing him win, put a definitive stamp on that fight with a knockout, that to me was a performance of the night.
Yeah, and we see the former queen of boxing there as Carina Moreno loses to an up-and-coming Naomi Reyes. Impressive performance by her as well. What would you say the fight of the night was out of the whole amazing Best in Boxing card that we had here?
The fight of the night, see, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because all these fights were fantastic. But I was really engaged with that Girón Acosta fight.
Absolutely.
That to me was fight of the night.
Can't get enough of that kind of action here at Best in Boxing. Thanks to Borizteca Boxing Promotions in association with King Gio. This has been Global Sports Streaming, Best in Boxing. Another great night of fights in Tijuana. I'm Brandon Kyle. Dylan Miranda, my partner. We will see you next time.